authentic, sports, entertainment, something for the old, something for the new, something for everybody in between. We leave nothing untouched. We are Spoon 107.5 FM.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the south. On the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of perfection. Spoon, spoon, spoon dimension. Spoon, spoon, spoon.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you ain't know. The children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, moreover, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah. To spoon. You from Funjama, Maryland to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat my congratulate my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. Yeah, to spoon.
You want to get a news update, to spoon.
What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, my body.
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, my body.
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
Balabadibadiba.
Spoon
Kidibidabado.
TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kua. Come to there. Come to there.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be blessed. Spoon, spoon,
Yes, I party there.
spoon, station.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, right at the south. On the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of perfection. Spoon, spoon, spoon dimension. Spoon, spoon, spoon.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, moreover, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision just to spoon. You want to know what happened in the ministry to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. You from Bonjama, Maryland to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon. If you eat a pan, congratulate my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. Yeah, yeah, to spoon.
You want to get a news update? Tutor Spoon.
What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? It's my artist.
TV.
It's my artist.
TV.
Balabaliba. Skiddy dabado. Tell you what is happening in Morovia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to trust you just when you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just don't trust you want to get a news update, brother, don't trust you want to know what is happening, moreover, don't trust politicians want to make their decision, just don't trust you want to know what happening in the ministry, don't trust yeah, don't trust yeah, don't trust you from Bonjama, Maryland to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. If you eat a pan, congratulate my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. Yeah, to spoon.
You want to get a news update? Tutor Spoon.
Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? It's not about it.
TV.
It's not about it.
TV.
Balabaliba. Skiddy dabado.
Okay, folks, what a way to welcome you. A pleasant good evening to all of you across the world. Thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV, Spoon Talk, of course, on the weekend edition. Today is Saturday, the 23rd day of May 2025, 2026. I'd like to welcome all of you. Today's edition of the program is going to be very informative. A lot happening across Liberia. Spoon Talk is where you get the news, the update, the analysis, and all of the pieces of information you need about the happenings across Liberia. My name is Nelson Colette. This edition of Spoon Talk is loaded. We are going to have the team coming on. And the first aspect of the interview will focus on the international friendly with the Minnesota United FC and the Lone Star of Liberia. That conversation will go on, and of course, we're gonna have the next team coming in for the next batch of interview, and then of course, then we get to move on to other trending national issues in the country. The late night crew will be coming on as well. But let me bring on the man, that the middle name I like to pronounce. That and interestingly, you didn't put the middle name tonight. I don't know whether it was intentional, so.
I don't usually put my middle name, especially on radio broadcast.
Oh, okay.
What's up with you now? Why you want to start a show with me?
No, but I mean, anyway, that's a good one. But the middle name is but what's the middle name? Is it Ninanti?
You guessing? You guessing?
Well,
let me set myself properly.
Oh, so I want to tell the people what you're doing in the background.
It really season.
All right, okay. So I will not go there. So it really easy the people understand that. But something about your field. Okay, so the other day you were to your horse. I thought that it lighting, but today again, something is behind all of this. Diamond, you gotta give us some kind of secret here.
Secret about what? Secret about what? Tell me what secret you want to know. If I can watch that secret, I'll tell you. What is it?
Okay, we're gonna have that conversation after the show. But good evening. How are you?
Don't start when you get in.
No, I mean I can't go as far. I can't buy what I can choose. So I will try as much as possible to.
Okay. I'll tell you. But what's up with you? How's your Saturday going? How did you spend your day?
Oh yeah, I'm good, and the day was good. At some point a little bit stressful. But it turned out to be a good one at the end of the day.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but how was your day?
Well, my Saturday was good. Very, very good for that matter. I can tell you that for sure. Spent it visiting my mom, visiting the kids. Yeah, it was a good day. Yeah. And up to we're here today. So even being on the program adds to the Saturday being wonderful, Nelson.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. It's a good thing that we're here, Diamond. What is that? What is that training issue today that caught your mind? Maybe if you want to start with what's on your mind. I know we're gonna have the rest of the team coming on and all of that.
For me, I think my internet is kind of tripping.
Yeah.
But the highlight of the day was what unfolded in Lofa. That's the highlight of the day, the groundbreaking. Others are saying the re-groundbreaking, or however it is you want to term it. And also another highlight for me was the female under 17 team. They lost significantly to their Ghanaian counterparts by 6-0. That also caught my attention. And recently we celebrated another underage team from Liberia that went for the WAFU. Right, with the tournament's title, and they did good. So not every day we win, but when we want to lose, we shouldn't be losing emphatically like that. Yeah, 6-0. Yeah.
Wow.
So those are things that caught my mind. But let me just also say hi to everybody watching, everybody else following us via our radio stations. I'd love to say hello to you. I hope you had for yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Have you noticed that everywhere you pass, you see Arsenal jerseys all around?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, something about I think this is Arsenal season. I'm not really into sports like that.
But why? Why would a young man like yourself, Nelson, in a footballing nation as ours, and you say you into sport? What you can do, in terms of athletics? What do you do, Nelson?
I love to exercise.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah, I love to exercise.
You went to the gym for 2 weeks, Nelson. 2 weeks.
Don't bring story out
No,
that
but
you
don't-
can't end.
don't bring exercise video to the table because you went to the gym for 2 weeks. I saw you twice in the 2 weeks.
You just want me to talk about your own story.
Go ahead.
Because the first day, Diamond's first day in the gym, you won't see the man outfit in the man was the best dress. The man dressed until the trainer said, but you really came to this gym. Man said, I had to gym, okay.
The bottom line is I'm still in
After
the gym.
2 days, you
I
said the
swear.
pain was too much and you escaped.
But I'm
I
still
mean,
there, Nelson. If you go to the gym now, I can show you my most recent picture from the gym. I'm still there. Are you? The question is, are you? You ran away.
nah, I think I left about 3 months ago.
Look. Maybe you should go back.
There are plans to return. But Diamond, what caught my attention today, just before we bring the team on, was this whole I don't know if it is from me. I'm getting kind of sound. Okay. So interestingly, this information about this audio that circulated, I don't know if you got that, but I woke up to about 5 persons sharing a particular audio message with me. And I was concerned, what's really happening? And then in that audio, there's a lady, talking about how they went for meeting at the JFK, and there's Ebola in the country, a health worker spreading such an information. It became so much of a concern to me. And then I then decided to check further, and then I later started to see several posts from the health authorities in the country trying to reassure Liberians, because what she said in that audio was that Ebola is in Liberia and that the health authorities is trying to cover up. But she was asking people to keep washing their hands and and all of those things because Ebola is in Liberia. So but what's interesting is that few hours after that audio circulated a whole lot, she was then being arrested by the Liberian National Police for allegedly spreading false alarm, disinformation. She's Paula N. Bidell. That's the name of the lady. And investigation later uncovered that she doesn't work with the JFK as indicated in the audio, though she's a health worker, but she doesn't work with the JFK. And she's in police custody as police continue the investigation as we speak. So that information all by itself had a lot of people at the edges of the seats, because we know the Ebola experience, because we saw what happened here 2014. Some people have their entire families that were wiped out. They look back and not a single person they can point to that survived. So when that information circulated, it caused panic across the country. But I think the Ministry of Health was, on spot. Lots of messages, and then later we saw the police coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, Nelson, that's a good update. I did see the video of the health worker being taken to the headquarters of the Liberian National Police.
Yeah.
And then I follow up on the story, as you said. But my thing is, health workers, swear an oath of not just secrecy, but to be ethical. You understand? And emotions, like the way we do our work as well, emotions are not brought to the table. So the first thing we have to look at is what's her proximity to the information that was disseminated. You understand? Was she part of the meeting? How did she get such information and all of those things? I'm sure the investigators will be doing that. They'll be following up on that. The issue of spreading misinformation or disinformation to cause panic, irrespective of what the intent was, if you are not the official source, especially during national emergencies such as Ebola outbreak, and a public health emergency, there are systems that are put in place, and there are institutions clothed with the authority to provide such information. But as a journalist myself, I also do understand that we work back channels too. You know, we have to work back channels to be able to get some information out. But even at that, it's only ethical as a journalist when you get such information to verify the information before you put it out there, because that information has the propensity to spread fear and chaos amongst the populace. But this is what I want to see happen as well, Nelson. In as much as it has been dispelled, it has been quelled, that there isn't a confirmed Ebola case in the country, it takes my mind back to the onset of the Ebola outbreak in Liberia. There were several false alarms, you know, until we had a confirmed case, and then we started having confirmed cases from Lofa coming down. The same with the coronavirus. We had false alarms, and then we had confirmed cases in the country. What I would want to see happen is the rigorous ramping up of preventive measures, from awareness campaigns. You know, I see some messages on Facebook. I see some messages being disseminated. Oh, you know the drill, and all of that kind of stuff. But we need to see these messages being ramped up. We need to see in-person, you know, teams moving to the various communities, awareness teams, and the rest moving in to remind us that we should not be complacent because there hasn't been an official confirmation of a case in the country, but we should start practicing those safe measures that were put in place, the preventive measures and all of this. Not necessarily the social distancing, all of that, but you have to start looking out for the signs and symptoms. You know, we have to start looking out as to washing our hands to make sure the messages are not mixed, but they can be firm. Jingles and the rest should be played to remind people that, look, yeah, we don't have a confirmed case in the country, but let's observe those preventive measures that have been put in place for us. So Nelson, that's just my take on that, and I'll leave you to run the rest of the program.
All right, Diamond, thanks a lot. I think we lost your feud at some point, but I think that was a very great one. I see Dr. Richardson is here. Dr. Richardson, welcome. It's good to have you on.
Yeah, Nelson, hello, and my cousin-in-law, Winfred, Billy D, how you doing? I was listening to you guys in the back, Nelson. I was listening to you laugh at
Diamond, right?
Diamond, and you said he was the best dressed.
Yeah. The best dressed in the gym.
Yeah, I went to go exercise. You're the best dressed person to exercise in the gym. So I thought that was funny.
If you go to the gym, how you carry yourself has an effect on your mindset. Have you seen that a boat player in the gym as well? You have to go with that mindset of being sparked up and being beat up and amped up to go and exercise. But my thing is, at least I'm still going.
You're still going, and according to Nelson, you only went there. You told the person you're going to be back, or the trainer you're going to be back.
A public platform here, but I'm still going.
Lead a man. Beans and bread stop the man from going to the gym. So that forget.
Just didn't do that, Nelson. I get your picture.
It was too funny. I swear, God, I can imagine. I can just picture Diamond dressed in his best form to go exercise.
And you know, when I release that picture, what will happen?
No, I was eating beans and bread. I know. And the picture, no, let me put it out before you put it out. He took the picture, and I saw him pointing the camera towards me. I said, "Damn, I hope you're not taking my picture to send it to CEO." He said, "No."
Journalist.
But before I knew it, the very evening, the picture was on the show. The video was on the show. How it got on the show, Diamond said he doesn't know.
We got
anyway.
Cameras around this compound. Are you aware?
Yeah, CEO. He doesn't have for him. So, how's your Saturday going? I hope you don't dress like how Diamond get dressed to go to the gym now. I hope you don't do that. I hope the way loose are coming loose out. That carpet Diamond dresses tight.
What's up, Carl? How are you doing?
It's raining over here. It's raining over there.
No. It's sunny. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful Saturday. No, so it's nice. It's not raining here.
Yeah, today it's been a rainy stay-in day. A good day to either cuddle up or do laundry.
I know, right? Do some household chores. Yes. Okay. So, Nelson, what do you have? We're supposed to have. I'm not sure if you have folks in the background from Minnesota United.
I I have Minister Andy Kwame here. Let me bring him
Okay.
on.
Uh,
Minister Kwame, welcome. And I have
and
Hans here as well.
okay.
And also, Nelson, I'm gonna
Now
tell you
sit.
that I'm so sorry, guys. Nelson, the group that was on last week about traveling document services that they have, they're also going to be coming on. Just to let you know.
Okay. Okay. So so I think we can get the conversation started from here, Dr. Richardson, and we're gonna have the folks joining us as well. The late net panel will be coming on as well. Some of the guys from there, uh, and then we get to
Uh,
have the show going on together. Yeah.
okay, good. I'm using that. Nelson is my. Do you want me to flip my camera? Or is it okay?
It's okay. Your camera is good.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Now. So we just so you all know, we have Sid Haynes. She's coming to us live from St. Paul in Minnesota at the Minnesota United soccer field, the stadium in St. Paul, where the Lone Star will be playing Minnesota United. So she's at the stadium. There's a game there, so she's going to be bringing us live coverage, or at least live visibility from where the Lone Star is going to be playing, so we all can see what the stadium looks like, and if we have some questions or so for her, we'll be getting through that. So take it away, Nelson. I see the puppy. He said he yeah, and but I want to bring it in.
You don't what whoop up it. You don't want me to come on? I can leave though. You got Dr. Richardson. You can have your family program here.
Look
And
out.
Jerry Springer with Andy Kwame, or you can have Dr. Phil family renewal program if that's what you guys want.
No, we have Andy here because I know the last time you and Dr. Richardson had some questions for him, so we can get into it right now. It shouldn't be a long conversation.
Because I don't think it shouldn't be. We got I hope I pronounced it well. Walla Blagate, Walla something. She's running for Congress. We'll bring her on too. We got a discuss from Maryland, and it's good to have you, by the way, Russell, because
Thank you.
Mr. Ray, and we will be having Dr. Richardson. I'm very surprised to see you on. Not too surprised because I found this show with your cousin, so you had to come on today. If that any other person program, you would tell me, say, Stanton, I can't make it, but now it's your own cousin. So and Andy Kwame, Deputy Minister for Football in Liberia. I just used to this thing. Instead of Minister of Youth and Sport, I say football, but the man a Deputy Minister for Football, no problem, we agree. Then we get Abijali Supermarket, Adi George coming on to my own man. Georgie will be on as well. We want to say we're going to have a full pack show today. Everybody going to talk their own. We happy that Richardson will be the lead moderator tonight. We got so many questions. We'll bring in set hands. We really want to know about Lone Star. And those of you that followed us, we got 3 different segments tonight. We'll be speaking to Liberia own Walla Blagay. She will introduce herself properly when she comes on, right? She's running for Congress here. And we'll be speaking to Liberia own also. His name is Adi George Abi. Again, Rashid, he would come to talk to us about one of the best thing ever travel agency here in America as well. But for today, right now, we have Andy Kwame, the Deputy Minister for Youth and Sport, and we have Winfred Russell, who would talk to us about Lone Star coming to Brooklyn, Minnesota, America. That would be one. I just can't wait. That would be a wonderful, wonderful time. Dr. Richardson?
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to all of the good news coming out of Liberia, especially with the Lone Star team. I'm looking to hear more about Mr. Andy Kwame, just exactly what he does with the Lone Star and with the ministry. And Nelson did say that some of the midnight panelists will be on as well. So Also want to welcome Abarachi.
Let me make something real quick. Dr. Richardson, they have taken over on a Saturday. Nelson and the Spoon Lake Net will be on every Saturday, but we incorporate our showtime with them. So after we finish this program for 1 hour, they will come on and continue with nursing. Those that can make it, if we are not full, they will come on as well. So we got a lot to discuss in politics today. President Barker went to Lofa on a private jet. Yes, indeed. I think President Barker have his own Air Force One. It was provided by Andy Kwame. We're talking about the president mission to Lofa. We're talking about situation, the false alarm about Ebola being in Liberia that was totally false, unnecessary. We want to discuss that as well. And we're talking about other current issues in our country. So we're talking about the politics when we get to the folks. Now let's talk about our guests, Dr. Richardson.
Okay, so we can start. Thank you for joining us, Abi Abarashi. Thank you for being here. We'll just start with learning a little bit more about Lone Star, and they're coming to Minnesota. So, Winfred Russell, would you like to maybe set it up for us a little bit? And then Mr. Andy Kwame, when you come in and introduce yourself to us, can you just tell us a little bit about what you're doing at the ministry and your involvement with the Lone Star? I would like to know more.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson, and thanks to all of our viewers and listeners. CEO Stanton, thanks for joining us as well, and Nelson for holding down the fort. And to Deputy Minister Andy Kwame, I know we have Sid Haynes. She's remote at Minnesota United FC's stadium in St. Paul, Minnesota. So she will be sharing a few things with us and showing us. So I don't know if Sid, is the game about to start there with Minnesota United? Can we see that? I see some folks passing behind you there in the background. Is it possible for us to see what the stadium looks like, what the field looks like? Stanton and Nelson, can we do that a little bit because the game is about to start? So just we can look at that before we jump into the conversation and all of the questions that so you all have. So, Sid, if you can tell us what we're seeing on the screen, if you can share a few things with us, that would be great.
Is my mic on? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of loud out here, but what you see behind me here at Allianz Stadium is the gigantic loon sculpture where every fan, crazy loon fan, gathers before the game, and then they all walk together over to the stadium, which you can see behind me, very large stadium, and I can come back on after the game starts from inside the stadium to let you see inside the stadium. But we have a packed house today. It is absolutely sold out at this particular Loons game, and the energy is very high, so it'll be very loud inside the stadium. This is the time to talk before I actually get into the stadium if you have questions.
Go ahead, Dr. Richardson.
Yeah, I had a question. Is the Minnesota team that is playing today, who are you guys playing against?
They're playing against Salt Lake City. And this is the last game that they have before the National FIFA World Cup. So all the fans are here ready to send them off into the World Cup, of course. And then when they get back from the World Cup, their first game is with Vancouver, which is a revenge game. So everyone will also be showing up there, and it'll be another packed house.
Okay.
I think she had a question for you. She said she was asking if you, who is Minnesota United playing today? Who are they playing against today?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City. Okay.
Yep.
So, are you looking forward to Liberia Lone Star coming to Minnesota?
Oh, absolutely. This is, the energy is always really high at these games anyway, but I think with the additional fans, some of them I'm sure have never even been in Allianz Stadium. So this will be a first experience for them, which is exciting. But everybody here is very excited to have the Liberian team in town with us. It's a friendly game. So although it is going to be some competition on the field, it's also just really fun. They have fun because it's not, nothing's riding on it. They're here on a friendly basis. They want to have fun, and they're looking forward to having a lot of fun on the field.
Can you, again, greetings to you. Can you please introduce yourself? Who are you? Who you represent? Your involvement with Lone Star coming to America. Can you please introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Sorry about that. I'm Sid Haynes. I'm the event lead for the Liberian team's visit here, and I work with SARCs to make sure that this entire event is going to run smoothly. There's lots and lots of moving parts getting an international team over here, and it's a 15,000 member stadium, so there's lots of side activities that have to go on to make this successful.
We're going to go around and allow us, with the exception of Russell, and the rest of the guys going to ask you questions. Liberians in Liberia, they are eager. They want to know exactly this event and how will it benefit Liberian home and abroad, and the contribution that brings to America. So I'm going to bring in Dr. Russell, I'm Dr. George. I'm going to bring in our brother Rashid. Then we'll go over to Andy Kwame. Dr. George, welcome. You have a question for Madam Haynes?
Yes, good evening to everyone else. Madam Holmes, what the planning looks like for this game between the Liberian Football Association and Minnesota United and the team in Minnesota?
I'm sorry, is that a question for me?
Yes, I was wondering how's the planning process. How far are you with the process of planning, and what response you are getting from your supporter for the game?
We are close to 60 days out, so a lot of our planning has been going on for months actually. Getting the final team roster from Liberia, working with air flights, housing once they get here. All of the ticket sales here in town. We work really closely with Minnesota United and their sales department and their marketing department. I know the Liberian community here in town, in the Twin Cities, knows that the game is coming up. We're hoping that we see a lot of activity from other cities and people coming in for the game. It's fairly rare for a club team here in Minnesota to play a national team. So they're very, very excited. And as far as the Liberian community here, they understand, I believe, what a rare opportunity it is. Usually when club teams get together for a friendly game, it's club to club. In this case, it's Minnesota United against, the entire Liberian team. A couple of Liberian players play on American teams as well, but I think the advantage here is that many of the Liberian community have never been into Allianz Stadium. A lot of them know of Lone Star, but they've never actually seen them play. So it's also their opportunity to get a chance for them to see their own team play.
Okay, are tickets on sales right now, and where can people find tickets for this game?
You can get tickets by going to SeatGeek. You can also look in the chat in this podcast, and you'll see a link there where you can go directly to the ticket sales.
Thank you, Dr. Josh. Thank you very much, folks. If you have your question, we got about 30 minutes to be here on this program, right? You can ask your question. We will post your question. I want to bring in Andy. I know you are the deputy minister, but you have questions for Madam Haynes that will help our audience. You can come in, Andy.
Stanton, before the minister comes in, do you want Sid to go into the stadium now, because it's outside and it's pretty noisy?
No, allow us to finish with this round of questions. then she can go in the stadium. It will be important for us to give only two folks left. So Andy,
okay, that's
go
fine.
ahead with your question, and then we'll bring in our brother Josh.
So mine is not a question, but mine is just to say thank you for Minnesota United for accepting to host our national team. We started this conversation with Mr. Russell to make sure that we saw the July 26th celebration in 2025. It was amazing seeing Liberians from North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, in Minnesota, more than 50,000 Liberians. And we started a conversation to see if we can take our national team there. Now that it's taking root, is almost like in 60 days, our national team will be in Minnesota. We want to say thanks to the Minnesota United family, thanks to Sykes, thanks to Mr. Russell, thanks to Francis Tyler for also accepting to work on this project. That's what I wanted to say to Mana Hayes.
Thank you. Will you be on the committee coming to America, Andy, as a deputy minister?
100%.
Will the minister be here?
100%.
Okay. We'll come back to you. I see that Madam Hayes just went off. Welcome to the show, Rashid. Abi Rashid, it's good to see you, Raj. Welcome.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having me again. Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome. Yeah, Russell, a lot of folks, were asking me, but talk to us about. All right, I see that Hans is back. Let's finish up with her, and then we will talk amongst ourselves. Let me bring her back on. And we will ask you, Abi Rashid, do you have question for Madam Hans?
I have two questions, Stanton. The first one, what is the cost associated with going into the game? 1, 2, how does the proceed benefit the Lone Star?
I'm sorry, do you mean the process of actually getting into the arena?
Yes, the cost of entering into the game, and how does the proceed from this event benefit Lone Star?
Okay. Tickets are online. The cheapest ticket is $35. The most expensive ticket in the best seat right down on the field is $85. The tickets have dynamic pricing as well. The longer you wait to get your ticket, the more expensive they are. So if you want to see the game, go ahead and go online and get it right away. We have an agreement with the Lone Star team that any profit that we're able to have after the game is done, we will split with Lone Star. So Sarks is actually taking on a great deal of financial weight to get the team here. They're bearing that completely alone. Minnesota United doesn't bear any of that weight. Sarks has been, in my mind, fairly brave at taking on to make sure that Lone Star gets here to Minneapolis and St. Paul, and anything that's left will be split with the team itself. And we cover all of their expenses up front, so there's nothing out of pocket for them either.
Let me see if I get you right. It will be split with Lone Star. It will be split between Sykes and Lone Star, or between Minnesota United and Lone Star?
So our contract with Minnesota United is that we get a certain percentage of the ticket sales. Then we take that and we reduce our expenses to get the team here into the States. And then anything that's left, we split with Lone Star.
If you say we, you are representing which organization?
I'm sorry, I'm talking about Sarks,
okay.
The organization that's put this all together.
Okay, so that's the we. Okay, thank you very much, Russell. Is there anything else, or we will allow Madam Hans to go into the stadium and then we can bring her back on?
Yeah, so if you can get into the stadium, so maybe you can just give us an image of the field, the interior part of the stadium. That would be great, and it'll be much quieter there. And if you can maybe take a question or so, that would be great. There may be some people interested in calling in as well.
I can't ensure that it's going to be quieter there. It's going to be louder there. It is a very loud stadium with very excited fans. So I'll try to find a back corner. If you have further questions, other than that, I'll probably be able to just offer visual pans of the arena itself, if that works.
Okay.
Deal? Okay. See you later.
Thank you. See you later. Thank you. If the game, is under FIFA restriction or CAF, whatever you guys term it, we should be very careful. We cannot carry live here. And Andy Kwame knows that very, very well. The president, George Manawea, once went to visit his son game. And when we took it away from ESPN, we ran with a year and they ended up restricting us for a couple of days. So we got to be careful, Russell. I don't know. I know it's a friendly match, but we got to be careful not to show.
No. What I was saying, I was not suggesting that she was going to show the game before the game. So that's why we're doing this before the game starts. Okay. So we're just going to show the interior part of the stadium to see what the stadium looks like. No, not the game at all.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I think that's what we all, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to your Saturday edition of Spoon. This program actually is taken over by the young people of Spoon Network, Nelson Collette, Josh Wheeler, Reno McLean, and the rest of them. They will be talking their own young people politics here every Saturday. We're inviting you to join them and let's talk Liberia politics. We want to say every one of you guys welcome. A good thing to you, Russell. Let's get you for a minute, Russell. Who are the founders of SACS?
Winfred Russell and Frances Tyler. So I'm the founder and she's the co-founder.
Okay, so then other folks came in and joined with the program. And I know it's a lot of stuff happening right now because Liberians are concerned. And I think Mother Hands, she put it right. Listen, with all the expenses and Lone Star and you, Russell, will be able to share profit. Can you elaborate further just to clear that which is out there, please?
Yeah, so this is, as you said, this is a conversation we had with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and with the contract with them and Minnesota United FC. And when we met with the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and one of the things they said, hey, one of their primary goals, and the minister can speak to that too as well, was to give the Lone Star an exposure, bring the Lone Star here, and help in whatever way we can with their expenses and other supplies so that go along with the team coming to the U.S. So as Ms. Haynes was saying, the agreement is that after all of the expenses, because like I've said to you over and over again, others, is a very expensive enterprise. And like she described it, we were brave enough. But for me, it was about country. So if your country comes to you and say, hey, can you help us? Can you do that? We try to do everything possible to make that happen. So, and we told the minister and the ministry that, okay, because it costs money to host any game at the stadium, right? So once, and it costs money, of course, to bring the team here. So once all of those expenses have been paid off, whatever that is left over, we will give up, we will give a portion of that to the Liberian national football team. Granted, the Liberian national football team is not putting in any money. The Minnesota United is not putting in any money. The government is not putting in any money. But for us, this is a way to give back to Lone Star and help support Lone Star as best as we can.
So before Dr. Richardson come in, and do you have a contract with Lone Star? Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
You guys are on a contract, right?
Yeah, we have a contract with Lone Star and with Minnesota United.
Do you have a contract with the Ministry of Youth and Sport?
The contract is with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and LFA, yes.
Okay, so let's go back. Do you have a contract with Lone Star or do you have a contract with the Ministry and LFA?
The contract is with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and with the Liberia Football Association.
Okay.
It's not separate. Yeah.
It's not separate. Okay. But you know, again, to me, I think it's a beautiful program. But since you last appeared about this Lone Star coming to America, a lot of people hit me up with a lot of questions, and I say, hey, we'll wait for Russell and tell you that Kwame will be present, that he can just speak to this issue. People are eager to buy the ticket, but you know, with Liberia, everything that politics. Let me bring in Dr. Richardson, my brother Emmanuel George, and then we'll take questions from some of our folks who will open the phone line and let Liberian people ask you. And that means the excitement is out there already about Lone Star coming to America. Dr. Richardson.
Yeah, Billy D, it was so great to hear from Sydney, who was on previously, that you guys are most likely taking a hit, financial hit. That means in terms of the team coming to the United States, because you practically sponsoring things and whatever the profit. And I know just having a group of people traveled and housing and feeding, you know, making sure that, you know, they are coming to their well for the sake of Liberia. You're doing this all for the sake of Liberia. So that is a testimony of your love and care for the country. I foresee that the team basically will come and get more exposure. Our country will be on the map. It will be a culture extravaganza, you know, an activity, festive activity for a lot of people. If I definitely know I'll be up there. I plan to be there. So I'm happy that you're doing this for the team. I hope that many Liberians and they appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you very much, Dr. Richardson. Let me bring you back. Welcome to the show, Bangura. I want to bring Andy Kwame. You represent the ministry and the negotiation with SARS. Andy, talk to us. You actually, I will position you that way, that you represent the Ministry of Youth and Sport here. And thank you very much for coming on Spoon. What's your takeaway? What's your excitement about Lone Star? Now, we know you're happy because you're a football guy, right? But the ministry go into agreement and bring a Lone Star over. I mean, talk to us. You've been through this road before.
Well, thank you. Like I said, first, we started a conversation with Mr. Winfrey Russell. We saw the July 26th celebration last year in Minnesota, where there was approximately 50 to 60,000 Liberians coming from North Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota itself, South Dakota, coming to Minnesota to celebrate our July 26th. When we saw that, we were amazed, and we reached out to Mr. Russell to say, look, how can you arrange for our national team, for those who were born in the States, those who have lived in the States for more than 20, 30 years, who have not seen our national team, to feel a part of it, to be part of the national team, to also take our tradition to Minnesota. And we started working on it with the then former minister, Cheroko Bangaloo. And today we are just 60 days away from making sure that not our national team is in America. What we are also trying to do is, like you, Stanton, your platform has been used quite significantly to make sure and promote the game we are talking about. We also want to be grateful to you and your panelists for also promoting this game. We want to be sure that at least all things being equal with all the work that have been put in by Mr. Russell, his team, Erasmus Williams, our diaspora person. They have worked so hard. Trocom, Francis Tyler, they are putting so much. We just want to make sure that July 26th will be massively celebrated in Minnesota. Not just the football game, but at least our national team and those who live in Minnesota will have the opportunity to come together to meet each other. And there will be a meet and greet as well, where the national team will go in at the ball to interact with their Liberians who maybe they have not seen for some time, or those Liberians that were born in the States who have never had the opportunity of seeing our national team, to at least have the opportunity to meet and greet that night as well.
How does it work? If Lone Star is traveling, put aside Raji and LFA. Let us talk about the uh, the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Do you guys usually compensate?
Yeah, all national team game is 100% sponsored by the national teams. I mean, by the government of Liberia. All
Well, then
national
why
teams.
are you sponsoring this as well?
No, we have an agreement with SACS to underwrite the cost of this trip. So whatever proceeds that will be generated from sponsorship, from TV rights, from gate intake will be used to underwrite the cost of our travels, and whatever profit that will be generated thereof will be shared between
But I
the
understand. I understand that. I want to advocate for Sachs and what Russell and his team going through. Why couldn't the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, help sponsor this great achievement? And
That's why we signed a contract, a memorandum of understanding with SACS. SACS is a company who volunteered themselves with their company to say, look, we will take the responsibility of bringing Lone Star to America, and we will use our TV rights, we'll use sponsorship, we'll find sponsors, and they get into it as well. So whatever profit, not that SACS is working free. SACS is also working using the sponsorship, using gate
because Sachs saying that they can, because
unless if it is a qualifier, it is the responsibility of the government of Liberia. Yeah.
What you mean qualifier?
But this is not a qualifier.
What you mean? If you talk about qualifier, what do you mean?
Qualifier means if Liberia is playing Mali in the tournament in 2007, in the 2027 African Cup of Nations or a World Cup game, it is the responsibility of the government of Liberia to sponsor that. But in this case, it is an arrangement between SACS, the government of Liberia, and the Liberian Football Association, and they took the responsibility of sponsoring the match. Yeah.
Okay, so it's friendly match. Liberia don't need to be sponsored. The government will not sponsor.
No. Liberia just played friendly match in Morocco. It was sponsored 100% by the government of Liberia. But in this case, it is SACS who took the responsibility to sell this game.
Okay.
They took the responsibility to sell the game.
I'm not pushing. I just try to, listen, we got to be careful. And my job is to protect what Russell is doing, knowing very well that he is overwhelmed financially to do this, he and his team. So it's good that you clear in the air that the government of Liberia have not compensated a dime for this initiative. Now it's not about politics, and we got to be very clear with that. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Dr. George, Rashid, and my brother Wilfred Bangura.
Since I don't know where everyone is from, I know the minister, Andy is from the ministry. Rashid, are you from the Football Association? Sorry. From LFA?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So we don't have anybody from the LFA. But Honorable Minister, in the 90s and early 2000s, we had Liberian football stars that were marketable for such a game like this. We had just the mention of Josh Weah, who attract thousands of people to the stadium. Which one of your players are highly rated or highly marketable for such a game like this?
So we got Oscar Dole, who's playing for Slavia Prague in the Czech Republic. He's the captain of the national team currently. We got Samson Joel, who play in Czech Republic also for Victoria Plzen. He's played in the Champions League. He played against Arsenal last year. Slavia Prague also played 2 years ago against Arsenal. Oscar Dole played for that team. Emmanuel Foley, Devantier, they also play in Europe for Slavia Prague as well. So yes, we have few players who play in big league. We have Ayuba Koshia, he play in Belgium. We have few of our players. It's not like the George Weah era where most of our players were playing for the PSG, again, Toulouse. But at this generation, yes, we just have few players playing in mainland Europe. Most of our players are not playing in mainland Europe anymore. So like we said, two weeks ago, our 20 and under 17 was in the UK. They played the 7 matches. and they came back home. Right after coming back home, they were invited again by the UK under 17. Unfortunately, we could not make that trip because it was short notice. But we are starting now with the FIFA Technical Development Scheme program. FIFA has sent some scouts and some trainers.
Okay, I mean,
in Liberia now.
The next place,
to start the process of sending our player again to Europe.
Okay, so it is. If I want to purchase a ticket,
say that I'm hearing you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr.
I'm not hearing you.
Wilfred, can you hear me? Okay, I think it have to do with your system.
So this is what happened. Andy is right. It's raining seriously in Congo town. I don't know where he is.
Okay.
It raining heavily. It raining heavily. Yes, I'm in Congo town myself. It raining heavily, so I cannot hear you.
Starlink, you will not hear us, Andy. We just have to let go of you because our Starlink went down. You know, Starlink is control. It's seriously raining. Nelson just called me and they're trying to come back up. So what is happening right now? We just got to deal with our brother Winfred Russell, and then we move over to brother John Rashid.
Okay, so Russell, I know you're marketing this program with your organization, and congratulations. Thank you for taking all these stacks. I know it's challenging because the honest fact is that the Lone Star does not have a very renowned and well-known soccer star as we had before. So when it comes to marketing or merchandise of the Lone Star, which is are you working with LFA marketing department to bring merchandise and other things for, and how we can get some of those before the game?
Yes, thanks, Dr. George. Indeed, it's an enormous endeavor and a very expensive enterprise, like I said before. But as Stanton and Dr. Richardson and everybody else has said, for me, the way I see it and the way I look at it, it's about country. It's about, when your country calls you. For me, I mean, it was humbling and flattering. I mean, who am I? There were tons of people out there.
Let interrupt you. I think Sad Hens is ready. Let's do her quickly, and then we'll bring you back on. There she comes. Hold on 1 minute. There we go. Or maybe that's an internet problem from her end as well. Yeah, but I think she's in the studio. I'm seeing her. Okay. All right. Once she get ready, we'll bring her on. She's on the field, and I think she's trying to connect. But I got Andy Kwame on the phone. If you guys want to ask a question, he's on the phone. The best way we can get him for now. Russell.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So saying, Dr. Joyce. Yes. So we were just in. It's sort of noise in the background.
I said you want me to mute myself. Andy is on the phone though.
Okay. Yeah, but he asked me a question. I was just trying to respond to the question, Dr. George. But then, yeah. So Dr. George, we were just, as you know, we're just in Liberia, and we are working with the Liberia Football Association. We went to the head office met with the marketing team, the media folks. But one of the groups that or entity that we're hoping to get a lot of mileage out of this relationship is the Liberia Tourism Authority, this new entity, because this will be an opportunity to showcase Liberia's touristic assets, our heritage, our culture, and all of these great things. So, but the Liberia Football Association, because one of the things we wanted to do, Dr. George, to your point, is that produce some jerseys that will have say Visit Liberia on it, like you see with a lot of professional sports team, Fly Emirates, those kinds of marketing type thing. Because we have about 20,000 people here, there'll be a lot of other activities and stuff here. But apparently, Lone Star has a pre-existing contract with a firm in Ethiopia, so they cannot just get out of that. So there's all of these technical pieces that they have to walk through. But yes, I mean that was one of the things that we proposed to them when we were in Liberia. Wanted to work with them and then bring in the tourism group there too to work with them, because this would be a wonderful opportunity. So they can do that. They have the opportunity to do that, to produce, jerseys. I mean, there are a lot of other folks producing jerseys and all of that, T-shirts and jersey. It's gonna be wild. But we wanted the specific, authentic Lone Star jersey and all of the paraphernalia that comes with it. And to the game to be run by the Liberia Football Association. But because of this, apparently, the minister can speak more to that. But apparently, because of this pre-existing contract that they have with this firm in Ethiopia, they apparently cannot do anything else outside of that. But that is an opportunity that they could leverage, and it's for them to utilize if they wanted to.
Have President Weah been invited to be a part of this historical program?
Yeah, what one of the things that we're trying to do, I mean, during the game, we're trying to say honor or celebrate the legends of Liberian football, as we're calling it. So James Deba, George Weah, and all of the other previous, I think there were 9 or 10 of them. We got the names of all of them. And so we're trying to invite all of them to be a part of it, so we can recognize them at this game, this stadium. So they all have been invited. Not everyone has been invited so far, but I mean that's one of the plans, or one of the things that we have. One of the different activities that's going to happen on that day is to recognize the legends of Liberian football, including former President Weah.
Can I put in one last question and then I wait for my turn next? Now, we are eager to go and purchase our ticket, but we also know that there is a situation of visa. Can you assure us tonight, Mr. Russell and the minister, that the Lone Star team that you are talking about, that they have visa, they're going to be here, we're going to be able to have them on the field on the 26th? Is it 100% certain right now that they are going to be here in the U.S. and they all have the visa?
Dr. George, no one can guarantee U.S. visa to anyone. Maybe only Donald Trump can do that. Outside of Donald Trump, nobody can say you have a 100% certainty that you're going to get visa to visit the U.S. So having said that, we are working with our congressional delegations here from Minnesota, and as you know, I mean, all of them are excited and involved. Like Ms. Haynes said a few minutes ago, that this is the first big game where the state team is playing a national team, and because of the large footprint of Liberian immigrants in Minnesota, it's a big deal. So we have a lot of our congressional representatives come in to try to help to provide support to ensure that visa acquisition is not an issue. Additionally, majority of the players who will be playing don't live in Liberia. They live outside of Liberia. They play in Europe. They have European permits, which will make it a little easier for them to get visa to come. But we're doing all of that, and we are certain that they will get. I mean, just because of the historical importance of this, the cultural significance of this, and all of the parties involved, we are certain that folks will be able to get the visa to come to participate. But I cannot sit, on this national platform and tell you for sure, 100% certainty that those who would need visa would be able to get visa to come. But we're doing a lot of things behind the scene, and like I said, to make that come to fruition.
So, if for any reason the Lone Star, some of the players can get visa and this game is canceled, you guarantee refunds, correct?
Oh no, yes, refund is definitely guaranteed. Worst case scenario, if anything were to happen, because everybody who's buying tickets, Stanton, I mean, there's a whole ticketing infrastructure in place, right? So we have mechanism that will come in to ensure that people get their refund. I mean, this is America now. This is Minnesota. So, and everyone who's buying the ticket, they're buying the ticket using credit card. So they're not going in to pay cash or write check. So they will just refund your credit card or your payment method. And the main payment method that folks are going to use to buy a ticket would be credit card. And so they will just whether it's debit card or credit card, your money will be refunded.
And most people that will be buying from the gate, you guarantee their refunds.
Well, if people are buying from the gate, if people go to the stadium to buy from there, then the game. I mean, obviously the game is going to be on because if you.
I gotta squeeze in everything just to guarantee and tell the people exactly where we stand when it comes to this. I see that my brother Bangura just left. I was trying to bring him on. Brother Adi, George, you have any more question? We have to move on.
I mean, no, Stanton, I think you guys are doing a great job. Mr. Russell, I think whatever you're setting up for Lone Star is just extraordinary. I applaud you for your hard work and all that you've done so far to get Lone Star here. And I hope you just keep doing it. Make sure that this game happens. I appreciate it. I mean,
yeah. Thank you, and we appreciate it.
Too for the players that are coming,
Yeah.
But club teams in America will have the opportunity to look at them. Somebody could get signed.
Yeah, and go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm only bringing Andy. Andy, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Andy, can we get you closer? We know that the weather is bad in Liberia, so we want to just finish up with you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I heard that the judge asking for visa. We are working with the Minnesota State Authority and the senators and the congressmen in Minnesota. Mr. Russell and his team are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that the team reach America for this all historic match. However, when it comes to visa issue, it is only the country that is issuing as the authority. But we are working with our foreign ministry, the government of Liberia, to make sure that the visa is issued to our team so that the team can make the team. We have 60 days to go. We are working on it behind the scenes. Most of the issues that have been dramatically discussed, it cannot be discussed on the radio or on TV. But yes, we are working on it. We can guarantee that the national team will travel through our diplomatic connection, diplomatic arrangement, diplomatic discussions are ongoing, and we are certain that the national team will make the trip.
Thank you very much, Andy. It's always good talking to you, my brother.
I have a question for him.
Yes. Hold on 1 minute, Andy. Andy, hold on. Dr. Richardson, I have a question.
I have a question for Mr. Andy. What does he anticipate the team spending their part of the profit? What does he anticipate the team spending it on? What do you anticipate the team spending your part of the profit on?
Can you repeat what you said? I mean, I'm not hearing her.
Okay,
what does the Lone Star anticipate spending their part of the profit on?
The man get it, yeah, he will tell you what he think about spending it on.
Okay, but then I just know how much you would get. I plan ahead, so maybe
That's the reason why I don't want to even relay the question.
Well, Stinson, I mean, I like to play. I like
You
thinking
know,
ahead. I like thinking ahead and playing
Donna
ahead. But if
Richardson
he doesn't
said,
have it, then
Donna Richardson question is, Wilfred going to give you 100,000. What you would do with 100,000?
Well, normally the national team has festivities. Normally there's
I mean, just tell the person you will eat the money, but let go on by. Leave it alone, man, Andy.
it's supposed to money. The players have a parent fee. Every player who plays for the national team has a parent fee. They got bonuses when they travel. So it's not money that the minister can eat or any other person from the LFA can eat. No.
So it go towards the players and the team, correct?
Yeah, 100% player bonuses, their present, their travel insurance, all this thing is costly.
That's
Sometimes when you are not involved, you think it's easy. But all the 25 players who are coming, they have bonuses, they have a parent fee. Normally, once they leave their team to come play for Liberia, they are paid. Just as when the minister is traveling from Liberia to America to attend spring meeting, they are paid.
Okay. All right, but that's a good thing.
that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good question, and you know, but again, to tell you the truth, I don't even know if seriously, if I'm on this committee, I don't know what Russell took me. Didn't give us chance to be part of this organization, and we're giving free publicity.
No, but honestly, I think we can add you to the committee.
Look at Paula. You better leave me alone. I'll be in no committee that you get your minister. What's her name? Cooper cried dollar on. Leave me alone, my man. Let me go.
No, don't do that.
My man, Lusa will come to America. We celebrate. We look forward to seeing you guys, my man. We listen. The girl know that I always joke. She know that I always joke with her. Hey, you know, Lee now crying myself alone. She know I'm joking with her. But anyway, it's good to hear you, my brother Andy. We're wishing you guys well and success for Lone Star.
Thanks for everything that you do for our country.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Please
sir.
help us to continue to promote our game. Liberia will be coming to Minnesota. Please help to promote the game and make sure that everything that is surrounding media coverage is.
No, we got it covered. We got it covered. Russell is part of the team. He's part of the family. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Russell and my sister-in-law to be. Thank you. I have to add that there, Russell. But anyway, let me go ahead. I'm seeing before we move on to Brother Rashid, Russell, you with us, right? You're not leaving, right? Because I really need you. I really need you for a few seconds. We're bringing Wale Bledji on, but we got to bring her on after George Rashid before we turn this over to Nelson. You're a former councilman. I mean, she's running for the seat in Maryland, the congressional seat. So you will help with this promotion. Ade, we gave you the chance to come back, my friend. And now let's hear about your business before we bring in Madame Blagay.
Okay, so Senator, I would step away for a second because I'm on my phone, so I can get my laptop, and then I will. Yeah, but thanks again. We appreciate it, and I'll be back shortly.
Thank you. So let's talk about you. And think of Dr. Richardson is here. Let's talk about you. Your program. The last time we had you on, it was a great one, right? But talk more about your business.
Thank you, Stanton. I appreciate the opportunity again to come on and, just to elaborate a little bit more about what we do. I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I received a lot of calls after the last show, and I mean, I was flooded with calls from Liberians who have multiple different questions about what we do, but just to make it very clear, we do not provide visa. We are the link between the customers. We are the liaison between the customers and the consulate. So we help you bridge that gap so you don't have problems when you have to provide all your documents. We put all of those documents together for you. We cross-check them, make sure they're right, and we do not guarantee your visa. So please, let me just put it out there and make it very clear. Because I got a lot of calls, I got people responding, but and those that call, I mean, I appreciate it. You asked all the questions you needed to, and I would love to have you guys go in with my organization with whatever needs you have. So yeah, again, Stanton, we are a form filling and document preparation service. That's what we are. That's our umbrella we are under. And with that, we have different sections that we help with. We have visas. There are two kind of visas, Stanton. The electronic visa is commonly known as e-visa, and we have paper visa. That's the one you send your passport in to the consulate where they stamp it. That's the paper visa. Okay, that can be in different ways. Then you have a business visa that can also come into play. Medical visas can come into play as well. So we help with those. There are different countries that we help that has e-visas and also has traditional visas. So I'll give you examples of some of the countries that do the traditional visa without the paper visa. Liberia is one of them. Japan, Ghana, Nigeria, UK, and other countries. Okay? So the paper visa is a process where there are requirements from the consulate. So the customer comes in and requests a visa and say, hey, we need XYZ. We need a visa to go to Liberia, to go to China, to go to Ghana. So there are requirements. So now we come into play and then we take that as something we call a research request. So we go into the consulate website, we find all the necessary requirements that is needed or that are needed for that customer to get their visa process. Okay. So we take that, submit it to the customer, and say, you need to provide all of these documents that are needed for us to send your information to the consulate. Once it's provided, a form is filled up and it's sent back to the customer to review for final confirmation. Once that is done, it's sent back to us and we submit it to the consulate for approval. Once it's approved, they will send us a link along with the customer. So the communication is very clear. So the customer gets the email that the same as us. So then they send the passport over to us or they send it to the consulate and they will print out all the necessary documents that is needed or that are needed. And then the consulate will stamp the passport and send it back. On the other hand, electronic visa is very simple. There are requirements too. There are some countries that 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 goes with electronic visa, and I will give you some of them as well. Like you have just a second, Stanton. You have countries that does have the requirement for e-visa. Some of those countries are, even Ghana is one of them. Nigeria does have e-visa. You have China, not China. You have India that has e-visa. So there's a lot of countries that have e-visa, and that process is the same as the traditional process, but it's a little different. E-visa is issued online, but you have to meet the requirements. The process is the same. We go through the checklist to make sure that you meet the requirements before we submit it to the consulate for approval, and then your visa will be issued.
So let me ask you a quick question. How much are the fees standard?
Yes, it's standard. So when you come to form filling, there's two sections. We do the visa process, and then anything that has to do with USCIS, like form filling for immigration purposes. So let's say if you want to do the I-130, which is
let's stick with the visa first. Let's stick with the visa because of America's situation. It will be a little bit.
The visa process is $150 for form filling, plus the cost of the consulate fees.
Okay, the $150 for you.
Yes, that's our fee to process your application and submit all your documents. And even if we have to take it into the consulate, we will take it in ourselves if you are within our jurisdiction.
Do you have an overnight service fee?
Well, the client is responsible for that. The client is responsible. When you say overnight, are you saying processing documents overnight or sending your documents back? What are you
processing document? I want to go to Liberia next week. It's kind of too late.
Well, it depends. we cannot do overnight because we can't guarantee a visa will be ready overnight. That is not possible.
And that's where I'm coming from, because we got to do away with this to say you will get visa upon arrival. So pay me this amount.
No.
Is that something you do?
No, that is not possible, Stanton.
So everybody that getting visa upon arrival, they got to go to Liberia and they obtain the visa. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because we deal with the consulate and the embassy. We fill those forms out for you.
It doesn't mean that visa upon arrival is illegal, correct?
Well, I don't know. I can't guarantee that. That's one thing that I cannot tell you if it's illegal or not.
Okay, let me ask my last question.
Yes.
Like I said the last time, some folks around here, promise, listen, you can't get to Washington, D.C., you can't get to Minnesota or Chicago. Come to Trenton. There's a dude in his one bedroom apartment will guarantee you in 3 days you will have your visa. Speak to that.
It's very hard for me to speak on that, Stanton, because if it's that, I can't tell you what he or she is doing in there. That will be a question that I think that person should be able to answer.
Do you think somebody working along with the Liberian embassy have access to these things to do a shortcut deal? Not something you do, but how terrible is that? That's what I'm saying.
Well,
what would be your message to Liberians in dealing with going into this legitimately, dealing directly with the right folks, the embassy? People that are you registered with the embassy though?
No, I'm not registered with the embassy. No.
How legit is your company then?
It's legit. It's registered with the state of Illinois. We're licensed. We are an LLC based company. So we guarantee what we do.
How confidential you will keep the individual private information? Because that is important, the social security number. And talk to us about your confidentiality.
No, that's one thing we don't retain when you come to that. We don't retain people's social security. We don't use social security number. No.
Okay.
No. So if you, Stanton, be applying to go to China.
But you have to have access to the passport information, correct?
We do not.
So that's important. That's important also.
Yeah. And that is where we come in. Once we're done processing your document, we do not retain that information. We have our log where we keep information, but there's nothing in there that is confidential. So once we're done processing your documents, we delete everything and we make sure we go in the back and it's done. Okay. So you can rest assured that your documents will be safe. We've worked with a lot of people, Stanton. We have a lot of clientele within Minnesota. Okay. People are applying to go all over the world. China, India, different countries.
Okay. Have you worked with anyone here on set?
No, not yet. I would love to work with you.
Work with Emmanuel first. Let me see. Emmanuel for ANC.
We do have a website that you can go on. You can read a little bit more about what we do and how we do it, and we're only here to take the headache off people who, you'll be surprised, Stanton. A lot of people don't know how to process documents properly. They don't.
Okay. So we see people are asking questions. Let me bring in Dr. Richardson. I gotta bring in Wale. I'm sorry I'm messing her name up, but I'll bring her on. Dr. Richardson, Emmanuel, Josh, and Winfrey. You guys have any question for our brother Josh?
Yeah. I have one question, and I don't even know if you can expand on this, but I think I heard you say Liberia does not have an e-visa that would permit people to enter the country. Do you think that's a good thing for Liberia to have an e-visa? Would that be helpful for?
I believe it would.
The ministry or the revenue collection?
I believe it would be very helpful. But it is. I think if we're able to set it up the right way, then it will be helpful.
You think you're in a position to give feedback to whoever is responsible for setting up an e-visa system in our country? Are you in a position to give that person feedback and recommendations?
Based on what we do, it's gonna be hard because Liberia is very, very sometimes it can be difficult, and I like to stay on a neutral side.
Okay.
I mean, I would just say this: if we're able to set up a system where you can have the embassy, your consulate within different regions within the country, and Liberia can access and network and cross-reference visas, numbers, and stuff like that that is issued, just to make sure you have a legitimate visa coming.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that will help, I think, generate a lot of revenues for the country.
Thank you.
Emmanuel, you can
I want to say again. So passports that are sent are encrypted. Yes. They're sent directly to my business email. They are encrypted.
Okay. Emmanuel?
Yeah, sorry, I was doing here from the beginning, so I may have a problem pronouncing your last name. Is it Abi Rashid?
Yes, absolutely. That was right on point.
Abi Jolly.
Okay.
They're looking at you so sharp that I supermarket a lotto.
I play Emmanuel.
Now I fan road. Now I get all remember it.
See, you got the last time you were talking about that thing that
You know what? I found from McDonald Street, so the man is up. That's Beckley Street.
They're looking at my face to hook you up.
He just go down the road. So, how long have your company been in existence?
4 years now.
Okay. So on the scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what have been your success rate?
I think we're ranking right in the middle right now.
No.
Yeah. And one of the reasons is because we're trying to get out there a little bit more. You have to reach the right target to generate the right funding from them, to generate the right clientele to come in. That's what it is. So one of our biggest revenue right now is people traveling to China, Liberians as a whole. Nigerians, Liberian, Ghanaians, Senegalese, Cameroonians, they're traveling to China, and they are leaning on us by word of mouth. Liberians in Minnesota are putting the word out there for us. They're telling people about who we are and what we are doing, how satisfied they are with our service. And that's one thing that matters the most. Once you have a business, you have to guarantee, success.
Okay. So, what led you to this business? What do you think that this is a niche business for you? What led you?
Well, everybody start a business to make money, right? So we realized that we started with our people. The gap. People struggle to fill up forms correctly. They have problems. They don't know. People are overcharging them. So we talked about it. We came out with the idea that we can step in to help our people. So even when you come to some of the immigration form filling that we do, people that are sending for their loved ones within Liberia who can help with that form filling. It's a very lengthy process, but we take the headache out of it. You're sending for your fiance, you renewing your green card, we can help with that. Filling up the passport forms, we can help you with that. Getting a U.S. citizen, we can help you with that. You'll be surprised on how many Liberians are out there that they don't even know what they're doing on that form. And that is why we take the headache out of it.
I want to say thank you very much. Wilford, do you have a question?
Herr Stanton had Abi Rashid, Dr. Richardson, and Dr. George. Why it's true that I just entered into the middle of the conversation due to heavy downpour of rain here. It appears that this is a travel consultancy or travel company, or
yes,
something of that sort that you're running, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's wonderful idea. I wanted to know initially whether or not this business is based for now only in the U.S. Do you have a branch here? Is it necessary to have a branch in Liberia as well? And number two, are you only specific about Liberians, or you open to other African countries? But let's know more about Liberia first of all. Are you based here as well?
No, currently we're not based in Liberia, but it's you have we have a plan to eventually expand, but we have to make sure that our base is solid, and we have the means to move to kind of open a branch in Liberia or other African country based on what the needs are. But we do service all countries. So somebody could be living a Chinese can be living in America trying to go back to China that you know that has yeah that has
You got
that
something
wants to live.
playing in your back, Rashid? You got something playing?
No, my phone was ringing. I was trying to
Oh,
turn it
okay.
off. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
trying to turn
Thank
it
you.
off. So yeah, that's what we do. We help other nationalities as well. People traveling to different countries. Like we said, we have Americans here traveling to China. We have Indians traveling to China, and Chinese traveling to America. We can help anybody through the process. But again, you have to meet the requirements. The need for busy people that are out there that are working, not even just busy people, but corporations that have big clientels that are employees that are traveling overseas for work. We can take that load off the head and process those documents for them and submit it to the consulate on behalf of them, and make sure that we have a great team that has experience working in this field.
Wonderful. If I may jump in again, Stanton, um, somebody wants to know whether or not your company is insured. Do you have insurance?
Yes, we are.
Oh, that's wonderful. Are you back, Stanton?
So thank you very much, Brother George, Rashid, Avi. We want to say thank you for coming again. I think you're always welcome to come and talk about your business. It's a good thing, though, for us to know you are out there to help Liberians and other folks around the country or around the world. One thing I want to say, I hope you can establish, like our brother Bangura said, your business in Liberia, make it much easier for us. We hope you can get there at some point. It's a good thing to know that you're in show, and documents that will be sent to you are all protected. We really want to appreciate you for coming on Spoon tonight.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Again, before you leave, though, we ask if you could share your information for the business that we can post it on our page. You can give it to Dr. Richardson, and we'll make sure that
Definitely.
folks that photo can see your business and that we can promote our own. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Stone.
You're welcome.
And I want to say that you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for keeping us informed and keeping us on current events that are happening within the country, and keep doing what you're doing.
I guess you thought I
I
don't
know
want
it's
to ask
not
you,
easy.
I don't want to ask you political question. I don't want to do that to you. So go in peace. Go in peace, and may the
I
Lord
know
be
you're
with you.
tempted to do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys
Just
have a
take
great
your
day.
Abidjan supermarket.
Yes, let's get
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Go in peace, and may the good Lord be with you.
And also with you, Stanton.
Amen. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Richardson, it's good for us to bring in on the show tonight. She's running for a congressional seat. She's from Maryland, here in these United States. We're so happy to bring one of Liberia's own. Never met her before, but I heard good thing about her, and we're so happy to bring her on. again, a bad time. It's raining heavily in Liberia. The internet, the radio station, we have to shut everything down because of the lightning. We do not want no problem. But again, we hope to come on. But those of you joining us by way of Facebook, YouTube, and other social media outlets, we want to say, let's bring on Madame Wala Black. But listen though, I don't know who would pronounce this name right. Right? I
Don't
know I'm
come
bringing
in
her
your
when she's
contact people shame on this show. I beg you. Everything if you owe me about Liberia
the
business,
name
I
is
know how to pronounce the name.
BLEGAY. Blagay. Now how you pronounce it, Dr. Josh? Blagay. Before I bring her on though.
Let the cat come tell you how
No,
to
no,
pronounce
wait
it.
now. Can we learn a little before she can she will correct it? Dr. Josh. WALA. Voila, right?
Yeah.
We're not hearing you.
Yeah, WALA. Wala. Yeah, Wala.
Okay, so the last name BLEGAY. How do you pronounce it?
DJ.
Bleach. Okay. All right. So then we
I
have
think
a
so.
name.
That's Blagay. Blagay.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys pronounce it. You're like y'all don't want to pronounce it.
Wala.
Yes,
Wala Blagay.
Yeah,
it's
Wala Blagay.
That
Okay.
name is a Nimba County name. And
The,
we
the,
have
the
a
way the way she
term.
pronouncing it said
Can you
Blagay.
pronounce it for us
It's
though?
Blagay. It's Blagay.
Blagay.
It's Blagay. And now in Ganta, if you go to Ganta, there's a town called Blagay's Town.
Okay.
Blagay's
Please
quarter.
remember.
Blagay's community.
Yeah, Blagay's
So she has a whole community name in her honor.
Now how they pronounce it in Gio or Mano?
And then it's Mano. And then if you go down to Gawi, we're also the Blagay is a big family in Gawi.
So how they pronounce it in Mano?
My name is Mano. I mean, I was born and raised in here, so I say Walla. But if you go to Nimba County, they'll say Wula.
Okay.
Wula.
Yeah, Wula.
Okay, so Wula Blagay.
Well, Walla Blagay is how people know me.
Wala Blagay. Okay,
Yes,
but welcome to
yes.
Spoon Talk. You see, my issue is name. I can see Asedona calling Aziko, Bangura are calling. So my issue that name. But want to say thank you very much. It is good that you're joining us to talk about yourself, Liberian owned. We are proud of you. I heard a good thing and concerning you, and we need to know you and hear your story. So I will turn it over to Dr. Francine Chinaway Richardson. Dr. Richardson.
Yeah, it's welcome to Spoon. I believe I met you at the Grand Cheetah Association.
Yes, she did.
You gave a very powerful speech there. So I just want to welcome you and want to hear more about, your goals for representing people in Maryland, and also want to know more about you. Like, when is the primary, or when should we be gearing up, or the people in Maryland should be gearing up to vote for you, and why?
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you tell my story, because Liberia is a big part of my story. I'm currently a council member in Prince George's County, Maryland, and I've been a council member for the last 4 years. But I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., and I was raised, Liberia's community, the Liberian community really was what gave me my advocacy. During the Civil War, when refugees were coming into Washington, D.C., I was walking the halls of Congress, of the DC Council and the local governments with the LCA DC. Shout out to the Liberian Community Association and LCA DC, because we walked those halls, and that was the first time that I experienced advocacy, and I knew that I wanted to be an advocate. So by the time I got to college, I went to University of Maryland. I knew that I just had the bite of advocacy. Shortly after, I will tell you, my first job after college was working for Congressman Hoyer, the very seat that I'm running for. I was a constituent liaison. And during that time in 2007, the Liberian community had gotten notice that it was not clear that the Liberians under TPS were going to be renewed. And this was Bush was in office. And we actually had a meeting with the congressman. I organized some meetings, and it quickly was resolved. But I just knew then that advocacy was a big issue. We live in Maryland here, why people for Liberian Liberians, they talk a lot about Minnesota and Rhode Island. But here in Maryland, we have a pretty great, a huge Liberian community, around 10,000 in the DMV area. And we're very active. And now you would have a voice in Congress. As a council member, and before actually going back, before I was a council member, I actually was. I'm a lawyer. I graduated from American, and I represented nurses for a decade, advocating for them, being their voice. And I told nurses that I will be their voice, because most nurses, we have nurses. Almost everyone on this call has a nurse in their family, and they just want to do their job, but they needed to make sure that they get the wages that they deserve, that they get the deference that they deserve. Nurse-patient ratios, violence against nurses. We worked hard in DC, and I was their voice. And I campaigned on being a voice on the Prince George's County Council. When I came on the council, we addressed food as medicine. We addressed development issues. Of increasing primary care for the Liberian community. I was the one that donated fire equipment. When the vice president came to Prince George's County, we presented that fire equipment for Liberia. We also, here, I opened up an office for the Liberian community here in Prince George's County. We're in collaboration with the LCA. Shout out to our president, Sebastian Tikela, for taking lead. And we welcomed the president when he came to visit President Trump, giving him a proclamation. But I also will give an announcement. It's not official yet, but they're working on the agreement. But I worked with the state to bring the first sister nation relationship between Liberia and the state of Maryland. As you all know, the state of Maryland has a unique uh, history with Liberia. They were one of the first to pay for African Americans to return back to Liberia, and that's why they were a part of course. Maryland County has a relationship, but we're expanding it to the entire state, and we will be the first in the United States to do that. And we're working on the agreement with Ambassador Conte now. So I've been a voice as a council member. I've been a voice in the Liberian community, and now it's an opportunity. They have a seat in Congress. Congressman Hoyer has announced his retirement. I am one of the top candidates in this race. As they've polled, we are polling at number 2. And we are, I am known the community to be a fighter. Right now, we have ICE in our community. I even hear, as you're talking about whether people will even get visas to come to this country, it's ridiculous when they're not committing any crimes. We have ICE at our door. We have healthcare, a broken healthcare system. We have basically an attack on Black communities, African communities. We've seen contracts, people, and in Maryland, we are a town of federal contractors. We're mostly federal workers, mostly federal contractors. Federal contractor workers have been cut. Many in our community have been laid off. Contracts have been cut. Many have had contracts. Anything with DEI has been cut. So we are at a point, sorry, we are at a point now that we need a fighter in. And many of us are fighting, always talking about what's going on in Liberia. How do we keep people accountable? Well, you know how you do? Having your own in Congress. And having somebody like me would make a difference. So I do look
So,
forward to support.
so thank you very much. And yeah, we see that you're a fighter. We're seeing it already. Who wants to welcome a spoon? Allow us to get to know you, ask you some questions, and see where we are, because this is not only about you being a Liberian. This is about an individual fight, and want to say thank you for joining us. Let's go back to you, your history, your background. You say you're from Liberia, you're from Nimba. Can you talk to us about your parents, your upbringing? You say you were born here in this United States. Introduce us to your parents, and let's first of all know if you know Liberia too. Saying you was born here. Have
Yes.
you?
So I've been to Liberia. My dad is from, as I told you, my dad was from Nimba County. He did leave Liberia in the 70s to come here, and that's when I was born and raised here. And then actually my mother, although my mother was born and raised in Nigeria, her father is a massacre. So we have the Cape May County part that we also have here. So my family is both Liberian. I did grow up. I do know the Liberian community really well. During the time, not only was I active during any fights in 2019, you remember when we had to, when Trump tried to remove the DED. I was one of those lawyers. I was not only a lawyer that helped people get legal support. I also set up all the meetings with the Maryland delegation to assist in making sure that we got a voice for the Maryland delegation and some others.
Yeah,
I met a lot of
I'm
other
sorry. So you say your mom from Nigeria?
Yes, my mom was born and raised in Nigeria, but she does have Liberian roots also. She is from my grandfather is from Cape May County.
Okay, and your father from Nimba. What's
Yeah,
your
Mr.
father name?
Alan Blagay.
Alan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, it's good. When
And
was the
shout
last
out to
time you
the
were?
whole Blagay family. We are a huge family. We are
When was the
big and
last time
we're
you were in Liberia?
I was in Liberia, I believe it was 2020 or 2019, or one of those years. So it's
Do
been
you follow Liberia politics?
I do. I do. I do. I
Are
do.
you?
I
Do you?
actually follow it on Spoon. I watch Spoon sometimes. Sometimes I get you all help me keep up of what's going on. I've really watched closely the last election and that's why I was very happy. President Booker went to school with my dad. He was
Okay.
in his class at CWA.
What year?
They graduated in I believe 1968.
Oh
And I
wow.
have we have the yearbook and everything. And actually, he recognized me. I think you all did a live broadcast when we did the town hall. We did a town hall in Prince George's County here a couple months ago when he came for the Liberian Diaspora Conference, which we were a sponsor of. I was a sponsor and I spoke there. And the president, I actually went to see him when I was in Liberia because when my dad passed. My dad passed in 2019, late 2018. So I did go see him then, and so I was excited to watch him become president.
So you support President Barker?
I did, yes.
Okay. You will support him again?
Well, I don't. He's not running again.
Is
That was
that?
okay. Well, we
I was just asking.
It's my understanding he was one term, but the reality is that I do think that he is at least trying. I was impressed with the diaspora conference. I did invite a couple of businesses to participate. Shout out to Reverend Emmett. Reverend Dunn actually is a resident of Prince George's County, so I represent him here, and we connected, and we brought some of our businesses there, and the diaspora conference was exciting for some of the people. We are actually planning a trade mission probably later on this year in Liberia from Prince George's County, and we are going to have some of our business owners that have interest. But seeing that diaspora conference, investment conference, would allow them to do a sneak peek of seeing how exciting Liberia is at this time, and it was a very good preview.
My last question, you're Liberian, right? Your father, your pa, your ma, we
Mhm.
believe you. Your name is Wala, which means God has no limit. I just check your name out.
It's God's gift,
Uh
according to God's gift. Well, I can not yeah.
yeah, well, I come
Mhm.
on. So again, you took a position, you supported President Barker during the election, and why you didn't support George Manawia? Let's talk about the Liberian part of politics, then we will come
You're
to
putting
it.
me on the spot there.
Why you
Well,
didn't support Mr. Cummings? Why you didn't support George Manawia re-election? Why
Well,
President Barker?
we actually knew President Booker. Like I said, my dad went to school with him. So we knew him even when he ran in 2017. We were supportive. Then my dad and family, they know him very well. But also, I did believe, especially during this last election, that there needed to be. I'm a sitting council member. I want people to look. I see how investors here look at other countries. Ghana, what has
Sister Queen,
bothered
plead
me?
the fifth. Plead the fifth, Sister Queen.
No, I mean,
Ghana,
she been honest, Dr.
Ghana
Richardson.
has
She,
Ghana has come and has basically doing tours all over this country, presenting them as the ultimate return. And it burns my soul because Liberia is the return. We are the return. And I saw the representation, and I did complain to many that as an incoming council member, I want to be able to promote Liberia as a place that people could invest. At that time, I definitely thought different leadership was necessary to obtain that. I had talked to some people. I know that during the issue with the DED, we definitely needed more leadership from Liberia, more push to make sure that your residents, that your people here are not deported. So when I saw that there was opportunity for change, of course, like I said, my dad does have history with the president. So I was excited to see that and see what could happen. I was very impressed with the diaspora conference. And like I said before, we are in a place where we want people to look to Liberia as an option for investment. And that's important. And that should be the key. That should be the focus of any administration is how do we open up our diaspora? How do we open up the outside world to look at our place as an investment? Because that's what we do as a council member. That's what I do for this county is we go and travel. We had a delegation just leave Vegas looking for opportunity for Prince George's County, and Liberia has to have the same mindset. So that
hey, just quickly, I don't want to hold all the time.
Mhm.
Next time I will invite you on Sunday that we can sit and talk about these things, just you and
Yeah.
I. But we have the rest of the team here that would like to ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you think everything you voted for concerning JMB, Jose Yema Barker, to rescue Liberia, do you think they are rescuing the country? Are you proud of your vote?
I think that there has been some improvements. Nothing is perfect. I'm a sitting council member. I mean, I don't vote in Liberia. I vote here in the United States. But I will say, from afar, as someone that's part of the diaspora, I do think that I've seen some interest and help in trying to. I mean, look, this ambassador came here, and I've been begging for a sister nation and making sure that we extend the Liberia relationship with Maryland because that's part of investment. That's part of getting our big
So
university.
you think there's improvement?
I think there's improvement. I definitely think that nothing is perfect. If there's someone on here that's going to say that this administration has not been perfect, no administration is perfect. However,
And
has there been improvement?
do you think you can support this for another 6 years for the re-election of
Um,
President Barker?
I think that I definitely think that there should be opportunities. I mean, I don't know if that's what he's doing. If he's looking for re-election, I think we need to talk about that. But I know that there was the discussion that I'd heard, and maybe someone can correct me that he was staying for one term.
Do you think he should be re-elected? He should run again?
I think that we should look. I think that I appreciate his leadership. I'm also about making sure that we open the doors for people younger. So I think all things should be on the table.
Thank you very much. We're going to go around the table. It's good to have you. Seriously, I really impressed you. I think you're a fighter, and we'll give you more time for our audience to listen to you. We got a huge audience, thank God, in this diaspora for us to sit down and listen to you and your vision. It's always good. Come again. It's good to have you today. Dr. Richardson.
Yeah, thank you, Stanton. I want to urge everyone to go and vote for Willa Bigay.
Bligay.
Bigay. Thank you for correcting me. She, she is going to be representing our interests at the table, and I'm very much interested in, the sister relationship that you and others are intending to develop with Liberia. That's the main reason why Liberians that are in Prince George's County should actually look to voting for you, because I think that they will find themselves at the table where decisions are made. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I just want to clarify that although I'm a council member in Prince George's, I am running for Congress for this Maryland's 5th Congressional, which includes Charles, St. Mary's, Calvert, and Anne Arundel County. So for those of you watching that see that are looking at this, please consider supporting me.
Yes, can you clarify that again? Are you those 4 counties? Is that
5? It's Prince George's, Anne Arundel, Calvert, Charles, and St. Mary's County.
okay? Okay, so Liberians in those areas. Okay, thank you.
Please.
Thank
Please
you.
vote. And then also, please go to my website, www.wallabrigade.com. I have APAC money spending against me, AI, crypto, all of those things. So I am asking my brothers here, sisters, to donate to this campaign, help us get to the goal. We are the vote is the primary is June 23rd, and so we are a month away exactly. And to be honest, we are in heat right now. We need to, money is coming, spending out to try to get someone else elected, and we're still at the top of this race, but we need funds to get to that goal. To get we're going to be on TV, all of those things. So we ask people to donate, support me. Just know that if you really want to make sure that you have a voice here. I mean, I look at other groups. Other groups are being very strategic. Watch the money in these congressional elections in the United States. Other countries are spending for their interests, and we can do the same, and we can exercise the same.
Good. Stanton, I'm gonna go back to you. I don't know who the next person.
Thank you. Dr. Richardson, thank you very much. We're going to bring in Dr. George and my brother Bangura. As it's good to see you, Kev, as always. Yeke, thank you for joining us. Dr. George?
Yeah, Madam Bliger, it will become extremely challenging if I don't ask this question. I see you have a lot of praise for the Liberian Diaspora Conference. Can you tell me one positive thing that have happened since that conference?
Well, I would tell you, for me, there were things that I had to do to get interest in Liberia. For African countries, there has been much more interest in other African countries. So we strategically used that conference and included.
I just want to know, the conference have ended almost a year ago. I just want to know one.
No, it's not been a year.
One positive thing.
No, that's what I'm trying to outline for you. We here used it to get some people interested in investing in Liberia, and they are interested. So we have brought.
So what's the one positive? I mean, everybody interested. I talk to people interested all that time, but what the one positive thing?
We got a team coming there in November, and the reason why is because of what they saw at the Diaspora Conference. Before then, we could not get any interest from them, or they were looking at Ghana, Nigeria, other places. But their participation in that conference opened them up. Now, the only issue for the delay.
So you're saying that only that one Diaspora Conference that ended recently?
Yeah, because the president was there. Like, it wasn't, it signaled an interest. We connected. We did connect with some of the president's administration was very helpful in connecting us with the ministers there. We had
that has been happening since Ellen Johnson was president.
That could be you, but that's not my story.
Okay, but I mean, I can tell you can research it as someone who's going to.
I'm telling you, before then,
you can research that. You will know that Ellen did much better at that time. George Weah did his bit. So presidents, I always have this thing, but if you can just get one positive, we'll all be.
And I've given that.
We keep having these conferences, and we don't see much coming after.
I didn't see any. Can you name what the Diaspora Conference happened before then? Because during the time, I did not see one during George Weah's. Now, when Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I was much younger, but in the last 7 years, what other diaspora conferences has the Liberian government hosted in Washington, D.C.?
Oh, you're talking about in Washington, D.C.? Diaspora is not only in Washington, D.C. Let me take another step.
But Washington, D.C. is a major center in this country.
Can I take another step forward? Can I take another step forward? Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay, diaspora is not only in Washington, D.C. Thank you, we agree on that. Now, you... Instead, I would pass because I don't want to get into it.
I mean, I would tell you
I mean,
that
she wants your question. She wants your question.
with this administration, they were open to working with me. We reached out to them. They brought people there. They brought people to work with me immediately. I haven't had that before.
You haven't had any administration reach out to you before? Maybe they knew that by your sympathy to President Boyka, they know you would not have been interested in them. So maybe that's the reason why they couldn't reach out to you. Because the level of sympathy you have expressed for President Boyka, the level of sympathy you have expressed on the show for President Boyka, makes it challenging for anybody else to want to reach out to you, because you know him as a family friend. You knew him for a very long time. You think everything is positive going on. So it's difficult now for anybody else to want to reach out to you, because we know where your level of sympathy is. Don't you think so?
Nobody in office before was aware of my no, they were not aware of that. Because understand, from here, I'm not fighting about who's in office and all this. I want what's better for Liberia. I think
exactly, but I mean, that's how you make it. I'm listening to you and I'm taking notes. Your argument. If even your friend Dr. Chinowe was trying to reach out to you to understand what platform you were sitting on, but your argument has been in this light. So I'm interested in what you're saying, but right now you are making it challenging for me, because you seems to be in a particular direction, even though you want to represent every one of us who belongs to different political party in the Washington, in the DMV area that you want to represent.
I would tell you this. We have had years of sister city relationship in the state of Maryland, and it has not been that effective. And when we've asked why, there has been concerns of the past administrations and just not a focus on those type of relationships. When I reached out to this administration and expressed that concern, because I myself, as someone who cares about Liberia, have reached out in past administration and have gotten no response, almost dismissive responses, which can be frustrating for someone who cares. Now, as somebody with resources, I shouldn't have to beg, and I have had to. But with this administration, I will give it to them. I have not had to beg. And I've had an open door to do the things that are helpful. I do think our internal fights are hurting us. It is not, the focus should be trying to get more investment in Liberia. That is key, because most people, including my family there, are unemployed. So if we should be here doing diaspora conferences everywhere to get full investment, open up the doors for people to come. We have 2 investors coming there this year, and most likely it will be in November. And we would hope to have more, and I think there were going to be more because of the signaling of diaspora conferences and things that they saw, and saw the president himself and him speak on inviting people to come. People want to see that. And this administration has been open to me here. And I want to help Liberia, so I don't want to have to beg. I shouldn't have to do it. I don't have to do it with Ghana. They call me. They text me. They email me. They come to our house. They come to our office. They make sure, they even bring a whole delegation. They're even trying to host a whole conference, everything here. And for Liberia, I don't want to have to beg for my own country. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you very much. Seriously, I think it's a good way to go. Liberians texting their questions. We'll put some of the questions on the live feed for you to answer. Again, like I said, if you talk about the DMV area, we got a lot of Liberians, and it's so good that you came on. And you are taking the hate, but you're being sincere. To me, you are. I don't know about the rest of the guys. Let me bring in Bangura. We'll go to Azidu Kev Hassan. Welcome to the show, Representative Yaka Koluba. It's good seeing you. Let me bring in Bangura. Bangura?
Yes, Stanton, thank you very much. I'm excited tonight to see my own sister here running for a very major position in the United States. Sister, I want you to relax, be calm. You have my moral support. And a lot of your kin folks are rooting for you tonight on this live. And the entire Nimba County is on edge, giving you her full support and her prayers and her blessings. But I particularly admire your calm. I don't know what Dr. George is trying to do. We didn't come here to put you on trial or to even try your loyalty to the president. You were so calm. It tells us that you are a great and a wonderful fighter. And our people say Yago Nimba Yasie. I mean, this is true. See the way you were calm and you took all of his questions down. He should really be telling us about what happened to the conferences he bears witness to, that according to him were held in the United States under the former administration. You should really be reporting to us the dividends that came out of those conferences, not to embarrass our candidate here. So, but what I want to say to you tonight is that I know that you're going to make it. You're going to do it. Kimi did it. Kimi in Great Britain, the leader of the Tory party, she did it. And of course, that's Nigeria. Kenya did it. That's Barack Obama. We know we have Nathan. Nathan did it. We have Gabi Amo from Rhode Island. We have two sons of Nimba. They did it. You are going to represent us. You're going to fly the flag of the Nimba Ton folks over there. So all I want to say to you tonight is that your determination alone inspires all of us. And I think that by the grace of God, you're going to pull first very soon. We know that America is a great country that gives opportunity to all. Truly, that is a free world, true land of liberty. So we're happy for this opportunity that you have, and that to see you come from Ganta, our community, standing up there to bring change to the United States and to represent your kinfolks, our brothers and our sisters, and Liberians as a whole, and Americans, I should say. We even represent the Americans, but you're one of us. So it gives us immense national pride for your determination, for your ambition. We want to wish you well. We want to give you all the support that we can give you. My other question to you is, you said you served on the council. That's the local government. I wanted to know, for how long have you served there? Is that the city council, or what kind of council that is? And for how long have you served?
It's 4 years. I've been on the Prince George's County Council for the last 4 years, and that's where we've done, like I mentioned, the giving the fire equipment, the work with the trade mission. The trade mission we are going to later on this year, that will be under the Prince George's County Council. So I just want to note that Prince George's County Council has welcomed the ambassador. He gave a talk to our community. It is Prince George's County is one of the wealthiest African American communities in the country due to the federal government. So there is a lot of interest in people connecting with home, with the place that they don't know. So we are hoping to take a group of mostly African American investors, and there are people from other places, and bring them to Liberia. And hopefully, I see the representative here. Hopefully, many of you all will welcome us.
Thank you. So I'd like to take leave of you with these comments. Lastly, I'll go back to the investment forum, or the business forum. I just wanted to inform not just Dr. George, but the rest of the folks listening to us tonight, that these things are, the good thing is that when they happen, sometimes you don't get the result instantly. But what it does is that you begin to reap long-term dividends, long-term benefits. And so more people will from the diaspora will express interest. And the good news is you also told us from you that November we'll have a delegation coming here as a result of that business forum. So there will be more people coming from not just the United States, but Liberians in the diaspora around the world. So Dr. Josh, these things can take time, but they can have a lasting effect. When people know that they can be encouraged to come back home and invest, the message, as I speak to you, the message is still filtering across the diaspora around the world. Liberians are going to take advantage of the opportunity. But I want to thank you, my sister. I want to wish you all the best. We can't wait to celebrate. Ganta Blege community is going to really be on fire to see you make it up there to the finish line. Congratulations in advance, and I yield back to you, Stanton.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We do appreciate your comments and your question. We're going to bring in Azido Kefasan and Representative Yeke will answer the last question, and then we'll give you the chance to close us. It's good to have you come again, please, whenever you can. Liberians are listening to you. Let me bring in Azido.
Thank you. And hi, our council, I wanted to be, let me start with a full disclosure. I was a former deputy minister in the past government. I support George. We are 1000%. I do not support President Boakai because I don't believe in his leadership. I want to give a piece of advice, but before that, I want to tell you that I support you 100%. And I'm from a unique movement that follows what we say. Besides Minnesota, the DMV chapter holds the largest seditions in the US. And when you spoke, I went to my message, the chairman from there and lots of the folks asked me to go against you. But I told them, no, I will be here for you. And I wouldn't see any reason why Liberians, especially seditions, not to vote for you, those who are in your area. Kev Hassan is one of those in your area. He's a sedition like me. And positive, he will support you. But here's my little advice for you. In my opinion, you need every single vote.
I agree.
And there's one way you can get it. Is to play by the rules for every single person. I actually appreciate the fact that you support President Boakai. Everyone should have the opportunity to support who they want to support. Where many others, including me, may have disagreed is if you had disparaged other leaders. Although there was a little attempt going there, but then you came back. So my only advice, my dear sister, please support Liberia, support President Boakai, which is perfectly fine. We will all root for you. We will speak to our people. They will listen to us, but do not disparage other leaders. If you do, they are supporters, especially the movement that I'm from, that I know 100% will not support you.
Understood.
So just stick it up for Liberia, stick it up for the president, which is good. Support him, support his agenda. Like you say, you've known him is a good thing. Just make it balanced. Do not go the other way where other people have gone.
I understand.
And before I end, and quickly before I end, I want to take a few seconds to speak to our sedition brother. I felt so excited. I've not heard about you. I don't know you, but for some reason, I felt excited when you came up, seeing you. I could mirror myself in you, and I feel proud to see a Liberian lady, despite the fact that you were born here, you grew up here. My sense is you've never detached yourself from Liberia, which is a good thing. That I appreciate. And we actually will hope that every Liberian in your district, seditions alike, no matter what you may disagree with, there is one thing you should look at: the Liberianness in her and the fact that she's never detached herself from our country. She sees Liberia as she sees herself. Let's go for her. And I wish you all of the success. I know you will cross the finish line, and hopefully we'll be here again to celebrate with you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I do need to clarify because I don't want to disparage anyone. I just I just was trying to give the credit to the president because I have had inroads in doing things that I've wanted to do through this administration. I'm not meaning to disparage anyone, and I would like to talk to you about the work that you all are doing directly and how we can collaborate. I don't want anyone to feel that I was trying to disparage any leader. As I made it clear, some of this is just within the last 4 to 5 years. I've had the ability to do more because I'm in the sitting position that I'm in. So it's a little different than before. But I don't want to disparage any leaders. I just want to be able to be honest. I couldn't sit here on this broadcast and talk badly about the president, the one who is helping us get the sister nation relationship, the one who has allowed me to invite my delegation of people to the diaspora conference, the one who has allowed me to host the diaspora conference in Prince George's County. I mean, that would not be good for me to sit here and talk badly about the president after they've opened the doors for me. I think everyone has a different interest. I'm in politics. I'm a politician myself. So I understand everybody has, if you are in Liberia and you are on the other side and the other party, there might be some issues that, that are self-interest to you that might not impact me. And I would be honest that my interest is as a diasporan, I want to have an open door to an administration. And this administration has been open to me.
Thank you very, very much. Just quickly, are you running as a Democrat or Republican?
I'm running as a Democrat.
Thank you. Kev?
Okay. Let me say hi to you. Ma'am, let me say, contrary to my partisan, Isaac Doe, I will not support you. I will not. Reason number one, you're supporting the president in my country that is very demonic to my people. I would not support you. I live in Prince George's County for over 30 years. My children, my family is in Prince George's County. That's my county. I have the largest Mandingo. My mother was the head of she passed away, the largest Mandingo group in Prince George's County. I always speak to folks who running for office should not take part in politics in Liberia because they represent all Liberians. But I listen to you with all the good things that Isaac Doe said to you, with everything that he said to you, and he spoke to you to not be a partisan in our politics. You're here to represent Liberian. Your answer to him, Jose Iman Boka is my choice. That was your answer. And that took me off. I was trying to lean towards my brother Isaac Doe. But when you answer him, and I said to myself, I will not support you. I don't support anybody who running for office in America and take part into our politics in Liberia. You should be neutral. You should not take part. You should not be a government. Ma'am. No, just wait.
I don't understand. I never took part. Now I can't. I'm going to respond. I never took part in any type
So,
of
Kev, please allow her to respond.
I just want to say that because taking part would mean that I was campaigning in Liberia, running the street. As I told you, my last time in Liberia was before this election. So I've been here working on behalf of you. My legislation, you're not going to support me because of something in Liberia, but my actions have been here representing you, ensuring that you have access to healthy foods, ensuring that you have access to putting money into infrastructure in Prince George's County. So I think that if you're going to judge me on my decisions, judge me on my decisions representing you. It's my decision. My work here speaks for itself. I have had so much support in my district because of the work that I've done for Prince Georgians. So if you saw me out there campaigning for anyone, then let's discuss that. But I wasn't out in Liberia campaigning for anyone. I was here. But what I would say is that when President Burkhardt became president, I did reach out to work with them, and I've been pleased with the work that I've been able to have an open relationship with them. I cannot, as I told him, come on this show and say, oh, I don't like President Burkhardt because he's been open, his office has been open to me. So this is not about campaigning. I was not involved in anybody's campaign.
Ma'am, okay.
So if you, I would ask you to please not support me on the record of my representation of you. And if we can discuss that, then I'm open to that.
Senator, can you mute a little bit because there's some feedback? I want to.
I don't know why.
Yeah, ma'am. I listened to you, and I think you're a brilliant lady. I don't support anybody who try, even if there's a lot of folks who in offices in this country that my standard bearer, President George Manuel, supported. They don't come on. And Dr. Richardson and Stanton were with us in Liberia with a key member of an political party in America here was sitting with us. She didn't say anything. She don't come out and say anything. They were sitting there. I don't want to call her name. Both of them there were sitting there. But when you come on the most popular network that everybody listen and try to pick side and say, oh, you done this for me, done this, and do that. I am a citizen of Georgia County, will not take that because I have influence because I belong to one of the largest tribes in Prince George's County. And we have a lot of people in Prince George's County. And my political party gets a lot of people in Prince George's County. You don't have to say that. Whatever they did for you or done for you is to you. You should be preaching to the Liberian people, all sides. You see where Bangura push you up?
I was specifically asked about this administration. So I didn't come on.
You're not here to okay.
I'm saying I was asked about it. So if
okay, ask your question. We got to move on. I think
let me ask my question.
I think the councilwoman did exceptionally well in her deliberation here on this. Just ask your question
because she's. I don't think she's here to preach for the administration in Liberia. But if you do, as you talking about Joseph Iman Bokai, convince me and tell me and give me what Joseph Iman Bokai, this president, has done for the Liberian people that you so passionate about.
I told you the reason why I've been working with this administration.
I'm not saying personal. I'm talking to people.
That is actually, but that's the only thing I can respond to. I'm not
here
to speak on behalf of. No, but that was what was asked of me. What was asked of me was did I have an issue? I was specifically asked a question by Mr. George. So I answered the question, and that's how we got in this lane. I didn't come here. I came here to talk about me running for Congress.
Before Mr. George asked you a question, you were parading about Joseph Iman Bokai. Before Mr. George
about the investment,
you were waving the flag of him.
No, I was talking about the investment conference, which I took part of, and I thought it was a great idea. If you guys don't think so, then that's fine. I think that everybody would have a different opinion about it. I liked the investment conference. I thought it was something that should be done every year. I think it should be done in DC every year. That's my opinion. I said something about the conference and the work that I've done with Liberia.
My advice to you, speak to Liberian in general. Don't if the whatever the president did for you and it's personal, speak to Liberian and tell us what would you do for us in Prince George's County.
And I did. And that's exactly,
So
and
thank
that's
you very
exactly
much.
what I did until I was asked
Blake
by,
it,
I was asked by the people here about my decision.
Blake it, wait 1 minute. Let Kev finish. Kev, thank you. We got to
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Thank you.
30 seconds.
Kev, thank you. Kev,
If you
no
do
more 30
that,
seconds. We got to go to Yeke, Kev. Thank you.
30 seconds. If you speak to Liberia in general, not being and preaching on this regime, which I think they're evil towards the Liberian people, and I will meet you. I'm a few minutes away from you. I will come to your house.
Kev, thank you. I got to bring in Yeke. Kev, let me ask you, are you in Prince George's County? Hold on 1 minute, Madam Blake. Just 1 minute, please. Are you in Prince George or Prince George's County, or you in Montgomery?
Yes, sir.
Are you in Montgomery?
I'm in Prince George County. I
Okay.
have a home in Prince George. I have a home in Montgomery County.
Okay, thank you. I beg you, Madam Wada, just 1 minute, please. I beg you, we'll give you the chance to speak. Okay. Chiola Gibson say you are from Montgomery. You are not from Prince George's County. That's what she said. Okay. All right, I am pissed. I am pissed.
I grew up in PG.
Okay.
I grew up in PG.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. At least it's we gotta move on. Yeke, welcome to the show. You be the last Yeke, and we give the time to
So Stanton, let me say good evening to all of you people on the show. Madam, you spoke well.
Go ahead, Yeke.
Are you hearing me?
We're not hearing you.
I can hear you.
I'm saying she spoke well, but her association will cause some problem for her. Look, nobody in their right mind want to be associated with Joseph Boakai. The diaspora Liberian, Stanton raised money for no people. Stanton got on his show and raised money for Mr. Boakai. At the end of the day, Mr. Boakai insulted those people. Look, nobody in their right mind want to be associated with Mr. Boakai. We brought Mr. Boakai to power. We ran campaign for him. When Mr. Boakai said, when he saw that former president we wanted to announce his own result, he called me on my phone. Yeke, can you get in the street to celebrate? That's the only thing we can do for our people, for the people to talk to Mr. Weah, to concede to us. Got in the street with all the armed men. Don't be associated with anybody that disrespect the laws of this country. Mr. Boakai do not respect any laws. Mr. Boakai have become a mistake to the country. We brought him to power. I voted against former President Weah. I campaigned against former President Weah. At this point, I owe no regret, because at that time, people did wrong that caused us to go against former President Weah. But at this point, don't get associated with Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai is a mistake. Mr. Boakai is an embarrassment. Mr. Boakai has become a disgrace to everybody on earth that comes from the bureau. So don't talk about him. Go for what you want to go for. People will go for you. But you start to talk about Mr. Boakai that sat down, people raised their money from the diaspora, he insulted the people. Mama, you cause some problem for yourself. When you leave this place, you have to extend apologies to the people. Some of your friends, some of your relatives that wanted to be for you, but because you talk about that man that have broken all the laws of this country, that have decided that he will be a King Kong, that have decided that he will be a junta president, don't associate yourself with him. You are disgrace and you are embarrassment to Liberia. So I beg you, Mama, you're a fine person. You're speaking very well. And I think you mean well. But the way you started to go, if I have supporters in our place, I will tell them to not even talk to you. You cannot associate with somebody that embarrasses the people. Mr. Boakai now have food to eat. This Stanton used to save money for him every month to eat. This Stanton sat on spoon and raised money for him, beg for money from you people to make him president. He used to be one share, one trouser throughout until the election finished. Today he got coat suit to wear. He started to tell the people, y'all said that in the US. Look how he talking, Mama. He talking that somebody battery gone low. Finding way to charge your battery. Don't get associated with him.
Yeah, can I move on?
No, but I want to
Let's move on. We'll come to you, Blake. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to thank you, Representative Colabar. I've been a fan of you for years. I love the fight that you have. So you have a fan. I've been watching from afar. You've never known my name, but I've known yours. And I appreciate your fight. I would take what was brought to my consideration. I will be honest. I am not entrenched in Liberian politics. I am entrenched in Prince George's County here. As a sitting official, you oftentimes have to work with whatever administration is in there. I understand the passion and concern that was brought to my attention. As a council member, I usually talk about the work that I'm doing, whatever sitting administration, but I think that that has sent the wrong message, and I don't want it to send the wrong message. So I apologize to those I've insulted. Is Mr. Kef coming back on? Because I want to apologize to him.
Let me say this. While
You know, can I say something before you close?
No, I don't. I'm not closing. Let me say my own too,
Okay.
because yeah, I beg you. Yeah, everybody will have the chance. I will beg you. Don't apologize to anyone. Your fighter. Your love for President Joseph Yuma Barker is your love for President Barker.
And I think love is an
Hold on.
overstatement.
Yeah, but you gotta understand this. You gotta understand this. You know him the way you know him. What President Barker is doing in Liberia is a positive and negative aspect we all can take from there, right? Some people believe in him. Some people trust that he will do better. And some people have given up. On this show, this is Spoon Talk. We never came on the show one day and we said we agree on this one topic. We always disagree, but the Liberian people decide. If you have over 20,000 Liberians in the DMV area, especially in Maryland, at least take what you can take from them. Those that are eligible to vote. Your father knew President Barker, he knew him. The family from Nema people supported him. Be proud. Be proud. A lot of people are going to vote for you for who you are. Some are Democrat, some are Republican. Kevin's a Republican. He would never vote for you. Well, Joseph Barker or not Joseph. Kev is a die-hard Donald Trump follower.
Oh, Lord.
So he will come honor this thing, and you don't know our own affiliation. A lot of people love Donald Trump, but a lot of people sold, 79, 80, you're a councilwoman. But do not apologize for what you believe in. Do not apologize because you think this government is trying. You said the government, every government, they are not perfect, but they try the best. And you're an outspoken person. So please, I don't think you owe me or anybody apologies on the show. Come again and let's talk about. Thank God the radio station just came back on. I think the rain has subsided. I see that the station is on. So the people in Liberia will listen to you. Let's talk about your objective. We may not do it today, but come back. Let's see what you have done. What you have done for the people of Maryland. What you have done for the people. And then we'll push you whether what you have done is better than what Donald Trump is doing. Because people believe Donald Trump is doing exceptionally well.
And that's the
argument.
Right.
That's the U.S. argument we should have. That Donald Trump is doing exceptionally well, but Democrats saying he's not. But the Liberian issue, my sister, I don't think you owe Emmanuel George, Kev Hassan, Yeke Koluba any apologies. They can support whoever they want to support. If you have to do it again, do it. Joseph Yima Baga get but 3.5 years to go. He can fix it. And if you believe in it, believe it.
So
thank you for coming on.
And I do want to just mention, understand, I'm trying to get people to invest in Liberia. We have to show a united front. I can't have them hearing me say the government is trash. Because if they do, how would I get them to invest in Liberia? How can I go and bring people to you, Representative Koloba, to say invest in Monrovia, and then I'm telling them, but the government is trash. I can't.
But thank you. That Emmanuel go first. All right. If you guys want to do quick 30 seconds, I know everybody have settled in. Imari will go first. Then we'll give the last word to the councilwoman if she still have the time to stay. But a lot of people following you, though. I want you to see this, cut this clip, set it in the chat room, the WhatsApp chat group that you associate yourself with, and let it just go around. But my argument, like I said before to you, that to George, is only about what she have done before, 4 years as a councilwoman, and what she will be doing again. Then people will decide whether they're going to stick with Donald Trump or they're going to support her. And that's, I think, that's the American way. Yeah, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Stanton. I want to start by being very clear. My conversation with the commissioner was based on what I have observed as to the follow-up after all these diaspora conferences. It had nothing to do with her relationship with President Boyka. It has to do with the fact that in 1992, I was part of the first Penifest. By 1994, when we had the second Penifest in Ghana, I played some role in it, and as we saw progress. But most of the diaspora conference that takes place, we don't see progress. So that's where my conversation was on, not your how to cut it. So I will conclude. I'm going to encourage our friends from the Alternative National Congress that are within the counties that you run in to support you. I'm one of those who strongly believe that Liberia should be represented. And if any Liberian put their hands up to represent Liberia, I support that Liberian. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Stanton.
And to tell you the truth, let me ask I bring you in, but let me say this real quick, right? And to tell you the truth, that to George, it's one of a strong member of ANC, told me about Blake. He spoke well, and ANC support her. Not all of ANC, but they do support her. I don't think they are supporting her because she's saying good things about President Boyka, but they are supporting her because of who she is. So my brother Leon called me so many times. I was ignoring his call. And he sent me a text. He said, Leon Mensa, he said, stand on the back and you must hear her. She's good. And I was able to talk to her. So I think ANC gets some goodwill here. Isaac?
Yeah, Stanton, you've just zeroed in on what I was about to say. Stanton, I think the councilwoman spoke well. Kev is a brother, I'll talk to Kev. I know Kev will support her. You say Kev is a Republican. I'm a Republican too. I support her. Kev will. Seditions will support her. I know what is going on in the back right now as we speak. Kev,
yeah, we got 5 Republicans on Spoon Talk. 5 Republicans. And who will talk about what I think you've done though?
What if you people?
Let me just end quickly. So we will support her. I feel very proud in me to say this. There will be a little bitter, but we'll stand the test of time. But I think, Stanton, you may want to be, fair to the councilwoman. There are fundamental issues in Liberia when it comes to the Liberian politics. That's the reason why I was recommending to her, it's okay to support President Boyka, President Weah. It's okay. It's okay to support Liberia. And that's one reason why we even support her, because it does seem to me, though, that she's really in for supporting Liberia. I didn't want to go the other route. Say, for instance, President Weah did have the Liberian Diaspora Conference in Washington, D.C. on December 14, 2022, where he spoke for over 45 minutes. And I can even tell you what came of that. But that's not issue we should discuss. I think Yeke Koruba...
We'll talk about that because I didn't know about that
one.
Right.
Right. So I don't blame you for it. That's okay. Yeke Koruba also spoke well. From my reading of Yeke, he supports you. He only wants you to get the maximum support across the board. Because, listen, if you were to go too much one side in the Liberian politics, there are people with fundamental issues with President Boyka on how he treats their leader. It might be hard for you. So I think Yeke supports you from what I say. Kev Hassan will support you. Everyone we know will support you. Our only plea is support Liberia, support President Boyka, just balance it so that you can get the maximum support from everyone.
And I will. I just feel as a council member, you have to respect the sitting from here. You have to respect the sitting government, because that's the government you have to work with. Now it's different if you were in a party in the country. It's different, but I will be, very. I will be sensitive of that going forward. I'm not used to come to many Liberian shows, but Kev, I've been representing the county and in the Liberian community. Have we met? Have we talked? Because I'm very active, and you should come out and support. When we did the donation to Liberia, you should have came out. We
Do
wanted
you
you to come
do you
out.
do you know Will I think
Jawan, yeah, because you're in
Jawando?
Montgomery County. Yeah,
Jawando?
that's Montgomery. Yeah, that's Montgomery County.
Yeah, and I'm in contact with him. So I'm in contact with what happened in Maryland. So I just want
I
to let
know,
you
but that's in Montgomery. But I'm in Prince George's. You're talking about
know.
Montgomery County. That's
I'm
another
just telling you.
county.
No,
You
I'm
gotta
just
come to
telling
me.
you.
We've been asking. I've been
No, I'm
begging
in contact
Liberian
with.
people to
with,
come
with
out and support
what
me.
I'm
I have
saying to
events
you,
and Nigerian
I'm
people
in
pack the
contact.
room.
I'm in contact with Democrats, although I'm a Republican. I'm in contact with Democrats in Maryland. That's what I'm telling you. So Will, I'm in contact with Will. So I'm just letting you know. So continue.
Okay. All right. But I'm your Liberian sister. You should come to Prince George's and support me. Come to my events. Make sure I look good. Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? Yes, I do agree now. You're a smooth politician. Yeah, I
Well,
do
so
agree.
let me say.
I don't think. I don't think. Go ahead, Kev. We got to end the show. Go ahead.
Let me say something to you. I urge every Liberians who running for office in America, don't pick side.
Okay.
Don't pick side. Because let me tell you, you got a lot of people from the CDC party in America. Do your case study and don't pick side. The reason that I'm saying
Kev, boom, man. But if the city wants your way, then you're happy. But
No,
just
no,
because she's talking about Joseph Barker, you say don't pick side. I mean, I disagree with you and Yeke, man. Let me
say that. Stanton, you and Dr. Richardson were there when we saw the other lawmaker. I don't want to call her name. She didn't, even though we were talking, but she didn't say the word because she don't want to pick side. I urge all our people, don't pick side, and just do it for Liberian.
I know, but is she working with I'm actively working.
Yeah, she worked with. Let me tell you, she worked with us.
We gotta go. We gotta go. You know what? Take the councilwoman. Take the councilwoman number, and you can have that conversation. We gotta go.
Me now.
You know,
You should know me. I'm your representative.
Let's talk now.
No, you not talk. We gotta move on. Let me bring the other guys. I think she's right. She's right.
They mess for you.
Mr. Cap, we should be talking.
I'm the only person from this Russian council here. No, I'm the only person for PG.
To make me look good in this county.
Yeah, but I'm the only person for PG here. But this man is.
But why are we talking on Spoon? We should be talking in person. You should have.
Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna say. I just share her number with you.
If that's keep using me, it's a problem.
But
you are talking to the Nigerian man in Montgomery County, not the Liberian girl in Prince George's.
Kev, I just wanted to say tonight that if there's one thing we have in common with Wala, is the fact that she is a Liberian. We can disagree on everything politically, but when it comes to the flag and our Liberianness, particularly outside of Liberia, there can be no disagreement about that. Kev, the day you decide to run for public office in the United States, everybody will support you. Everybody will support you. I received some calls from, your folks. They disagree with you, and I want to thank my dear brother Isaac. He's a wonderful statesman. Isaac, thank you for this leadership. You see, when it comes to Liberia, all of us, and Dr. Richardson is smiling. She has, given you all the support. That CMC, all of us here. All of us here, all of us, we urge every Liberian from every tribe, every political party. The only party we have right now is Liberia. The only religion we have right now is Liberia. That's all. So because of that Liberianness, we want to have all of you in the diaspora with voting rights to kindly rally behind our sister, root for her, root for Liberia. I forgot to name our sister in the UK, Miata Family. She's doing a phenomenal job there. We need to have Liberians spread across the world. Wonderful and brilliant people representing the motherland. It gives us a sense of national pride, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's what sorry, Bangarab. I want the last one to the councilwoman. We got to know what they have done for the community, not because they say I'm a Liberian. That's wrong. We got to know their involvement, how they are fighting for Liberia cause, how they are helping. Not because they say, "Oh, I'm from Liberia, so just vote for me." That's so wrong. And that's why we invite our sister Blade J, the councilwoman, again, for her to outline some of her 4 years achievement, and that which actually we can talk about. Did it benefit Liberians home and abroad? And those are the things we need to know. Not because you say my mom from Liberia, my pa from Liberia, but I was born in America, so therefore pick me. No. Not because you say I'm supporting white guy, I'm not supporting we are, so pick me. No. Or I'm following ANC. No. Let's talk about her achievement. This woman have banked 4 years.
I agree, Stanton. I agree with you.
4 years.
I agree with that.
So we got to go in the community of PG. We got to go in Maryland and open the phone line and ask the people, what has she done for you, for your school, for your immigration status? What has she done for you, the bread and butter, but job creation? What has she done for you? Maybe they will say, we don't know her. We have not seen her. We will only see her during election time.
They won't say that.
Her action and her deeds got to speak for her. So I don't want to say just because Winfred Russell vote for him, no. Just because Blade J vote for her, no. Let's dig deeper. But we say thank you for joining us. We hope you can come again, right? Quickly, somebody still pushing me to ask you, do you know Jeremiah Cohn? He's from Nimba, you from Nimba. Do you have a relationship with him?
No, he came and visited Prince George's County, so we welcomed him like I would welcome any of our officials. So he came, and that was how his team came and actually asked us. When we asked what they needed, they mentioned fire equipment. So that's how we were able to come up and donate.
When did you send the fire? When did you send the fire equipment?
Last year. So I will send you the video. We have a beautiful.
And you sent it where? Just to Liberia or to Nimba?
No, it was to Liberia.
Okay, so you sent it to the fire service.
Yes, for the fire service. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so when we bring you back, we got to know all these things and we got to talk about it.
Yeah,
Thank you
I want you to play the video. I'll send it to you, the video, but the video has a layout of all of the equipment from Prince George's County, and we did 2 donations. So this
how many trucks? How many trucks? How many trucks?
We didn't do trucks. We did just the equipment and then the
suits?
fire, the suits.
Okay, but thank you very much. It's good having you.
Thank you all so much. I want to give.
Can I close on that matter, please?
Okay, you can go ahead before the councilwoman. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me say thank you for coming on the show. You know, when I say about Jeremiah, you spoke well. You get into honesty and Liberian politics. Do not man stand on. Liberians, when they tell you, say, when you play with my Emmanuel, that Emmanuel business, I can never, ever support you. Don't man Stanton. Stanton know very well that when you talk against former president, some people will not want to see you. So don't discuss nobody. Come tell the people what you can do for me. Nobody can control my left. I control my own left. I don't believe in political leaders. I don't have a political godfather. Because even in the United States, they play your air. The ministerial court in America, the people can carry Donald Trump. And when they rule against Donald Trump, he will respect the law. But here,
he doesn't respect the law.
Oh, he don't respect the law?
No.
Okay,
And that's
then
what
we
I
get
would
it.
No, 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 no. I think if we have to go there, we say Donald Trump is a law-abiding president. We disagree with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So you see, and you see where you speak from, because you're not for Donald Trump party. Nothing good about Donald Trump. So put it in my shoes.
I understand.
When you come on the show, talk about yourself, go right ahead, and you'll be fine. I wish you well. I wish you
Thank
well
you.
when you get that position. When you come in, let me know. We'll go to DMI. If you come in, we'll go and celebrate there.
I'm
But don't
coming in.
discuss Joseph Parker. Yeah,
I'm
Joseph
not
Parker.
gonna.
Yeah, come on,
You're
man.
not hearing from my mouth. You will not hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on,
Don't
man.
discuss Joseph Parker.
But I want to
Joseph
say
Parker
thank you very much. Listen. This is what we do on Spoon Talk, right? We disagree
Right.
to agree, and then the Liberian people decide. I can tell you that your support for Joseph Walker is a good one. Do not apologize for that if you do support him. Okay, to each his own. Those that will vote for you will vote for you. We got a lot of Liberians Republicans, and we do have Liberians Democrat, right? They will vote for you not because you're Liberian. They will vote for you because they believe in Donald Trump, or they do not believe in Donald Trump. Period. Don't matter Kev Hassan. Kev Hassan, as a though they all said we have over 5-6 Republicans on this show.
Wow.
You can never say anything to win them over, right? So I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you. I do
You're
want to give a
welcome.
shout out to Liam Meza for making sure that I got on this show. I've been trying to get on this show, especially when we did the fire equipment. We wanted to come on and brag about it. And then the sister nation. So we have a lot of great things we want to talk about, and I want to come back on this show. So I've got to thank my brother for calling you because I had enough. I said, who can get me on this show? And he did it. I wish we could have talked before. Maybe Mr. Kev, you and I would have met before now if I had come on before. But look, I plan to be a fighter. It's for those of you who are supporting Donald Trump, I will tell you this: Donald Trump's administration has took our jobs. Donald Trump's administration has took our contracts in the Black community. Donald Trump's administration.
You want us to have another conversation because
I'm
you are not
sorry.
allowed to apply. So let's go
Okay, thank you.
again.
I'm a fighter, and I'm
You
going
want
to
to
come
say
back and
yes.
talk about what I've done, what I'm continuing. I talked about it before, but I can expand on it. So I would like to come back next week or whenever to talk about it, if you would allow me, so that people would know who I am and the
Yeah,
great things that I've
we're
done
gonna
for
arrange
them.
it. Saturday is always better. I think now we know who you are. We put the name on the face, and we will bring you back. We'll speak to Dr. Richardson if we can host you on Saturday to really talk about this issue. But I would say what you want to say, and a lot of people are going to get mad at what I'm about to say. Though I know you do believe Donald Trump would be one of America's greatest president going down in history. Take
The
it or leave
worst
it.
president that we've had,
But thank you. Thank you very much.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
All right, thank you. And
You're
Representative
welcome.
Kalaba, thank you so much. You have a fan in me. All right, thank you.
Thank you, man. All right. That's it. That Richardson was a good show. I mean, sorry that the internet went off and came back. And yeah, Nelson, you can come on. But is there anything else? Should we just keep the rest of it tomorrow? President Boyga is in Lo-Fi on private jet. And you know, whether it was given by B Martin or whatsoever, you want to talk about it, we can come back tomorrow.
But we can
President
talk
Boyga
about
said
it
the only
tomorrow,
thing.
Senator.
Okay, then let's talk about it. Yeah, the president said the only reason why he went there, he want people to be begging him for money along the way, so he doesn't want to.
Because we didn't talk about the Ministry of Commerce today, and Wilfred were all in the fries today. Jumping
Oh,
up.
but so you think I'm in front of Ministry of Commerce? You can talk about whatever you want to talk about at any time.
Remember all in the fries today.
But let's say, I would say to you,
Don't talk about it.
Yaka is here. Yaka events. I want to announce, though, let me announce this. This is very important. I hope to have you guys tomorrow, right? We discussed about the RIA highway, the money that was spent whatsoever. Guess what happened? We received a full report that, yes, indeed, Asset Recovery is investigating the funds sent to RIA. Say that, Don Richardson.
East International.
RIA, whether you talk about East International and the whole group, they are opening an investigation in about that money. Pure flash. Listen, I was so shocked. I received, yes, I received that Richard saying this is truth. They are going. Oh, again, it's not about any one particular person, Emmanuel George. If you look at the history about the road, the East International and RIA, you come to understand after the GAC report that Richardson, go back and look at that report. A lot of fingering took place, a lot of stealing took place, and now asset recovery have requested all of the financial documents and all of the others report that were done, a full investigation. They're about to open an investigation into that. Number one. Number two, they are also opening an investigation on the mop-up exercise. Let me be on the record. I'm not picking on anybody. These are information that we have whenever we announce it, that to George, it always come to pass. They're about to open an investigation on the 25 million US dollar mop-up exercise. I don't know whether it was that money that Samuel Twice he put in the taxi and you were going around in the pickup and that little money changer. I think that was it, right? I'm not picking on Samuel Twice, yeah, but I've been very serious. They are opening an investigation. Mawani Dees went to ask a recovery from our sources. Mawani Dees went there and she went there with a pre-written statement. She went with a pre-written statement, she and her lawyer. And they had to send her back and say, no, you have to come into our office. We gave you our statement form and you prepare your statement in our presence. We cannot accept your pre-written document. We cannot. So the same Mawani digs back, she and her lawyer, that's the status. And Samuel 12 will be appearing this week coming up. He will be appearing with his lawyer, Samuel 12. And I pushed some of our sources on this whole investigation. The Mawani Dees and other people have posted all the documents adding up to $20.5 million that they gave the money to the rest importer. It may surprise you, contrary to what Mawani Dees and others have posted, that what we are seeing, that Rich is saying, is different from what Mawani Dees and others are posting. I'm not here to make anybody afraid. I'm speaking from our reliable sources. It's completely different. So then I asked the question, Emmanuel, were those documents done on a World Trade Center? Because what they have and what we are looking at, that two documents that's so contrary. So which one is legit? I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to spill the beans. But these are some big information coming up. East International RIA investigation is opening. $25 million mop-up exercise. I'm saying again, it's opening. And the country is moving towards a path of investigation. Let me say this. On the Samuel 12 case concerning jury tampering, right? I believe from everything I know, I can announce that case will be thrown out because they do not have the juice to continue with that case. It's a waste of the government time, and I can announce here what I know and what I heard. The court would throw that other case out. So where we are today, that's your information. I'm not going to speak on the further because I'm on a gag order. Brother George, Emmanuel, Begura, I'm on a gag order not to speak further. I'm only in line with my sources. So I want to say it's going to be a big day for asset recovery. These guys will be busy all over. Let's now turn to President Boyka and his private jet from B Mountain and the video. If not, we can come back tomorrow. It's after 7 my time. Yaka Kolba is relaxing comfortably in his home while it's after 11 his time. The man got 14 puppy dogs, and I don't want to see what he can do to those dogs. I just pray for them. But I want to say it's good to have all of you guys. Let's close. Let's just close the show. We can come back tomorrow. Yaget, Wilfred, Emmanuel, Kev, who go first?
So let me go first. Sorry for coming on late, and we're good at coming on late because we should have discussed the B Mountain situation The reason why people were killed, our citizens were killed to be mountain, nothing can counter it, because Joseph Boakai is using the people private jet. And I think if we'll talk about it tomorrow, then I will not talk about it. If you can give me the assurance that
we'll talk about it tomorrow, because one of our guests not coming on, so we have the time to flow. Let's keep off for tomorrow. We got video, we got the pictures. Yeah.
So the poor of King George can know why the citizens that were killed and nothing coming out of it. Stanton, investigation need to go on. Under former president, we are government, people got rich. People stole a lot of money. And one of them are Tomo Fala. The reason why you see Tomo Fala jumping from their play to Unity Party is because of all the looted things he got. Stanton, when you are in the bro, I'm going to carry you to places so you can see how Tomo Fala got rich under George Weah government. That boy is rotten rich. So in the government account, look, Stanton, let me say this to you today so you can understand it. In the CDC, Tomo Fala talking to CDC hurricane, and that one will bring split in the opposition. People need to be prosecuted. Stanton, people store money in the country. When you see the kind of property Tomo Fala get, like what he worshiping Joseph Boakai today. Stanton. So we have to talk about it. Tomorrow, I will come on the show, and let me say, Wednesday, I will come on Spoon. There are some information I got about the capital building. I will be challenging Fonati Kofa, the former speaker. I will be challenging Musa Belete. I will be challenging Mema Breeze Menza. I will be challenging Eli Ator. I will be challenging Priscilla Cooper. I will be challenging Abu Kamara. I will be challenging Dexin Sibo and others to prove me wrong. Stanton, something going on in the capital building. And I got all the information Wednesday. I will indict all the people near call and challenge them to prove me wrong. So the people can know from where I speak, so they can know that what I will be saying on Wednesday, it is the truth, but nothing but the truth. So to close up, I want Mr. Boakai, Mr. What his name? The Chief Justice Yami Gbese, Mr. Yami Gbese, and Mr. What is the justice in Nigeria rule in Makaba? When they want to fight, then they come on. I want to beat them politically. The man have behind hijacking the law. If they feel they can get the number to expel me, let them give me due process. Stanton, if I don't beat those people, I mean, mama, because they can never get the number to expel me. The only thing they can do is to do jungle justice, is to abuse the law of this country. Like what Justice Kaba went in our rules and took a portion of our rules that can make him to rule the way he ruled. I owe no regret for my statement. I want to beat the teeth of them politically. I want to drag them in the mud. Let them fight me like man. Don't break the law to fight me. Give me due process if you feel you got the money and you get a number. I swear to my mother that I will beat them. Let me say thank you and God bless everybody. We're getting ready for the show tomorrow. So that Lebron can know that Tomo Fala got rich for the Lebron money and he ratting rich. That's the reason why behind Joseph Boakai today, worshiping Joseph Boakai like someone a bare ball.
Thank you very much, Shega Koluba. It's cool having you, man. Listen, it will be a wonderful show tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. When you leave church tomorrow, just got hang with us. We're going to have Yaka Koluba. We're going to have the entire team here, and we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful program. I just want to say tomorrow we'll discuss this. I don't know who did this. I see it on. President Boakai is saluting who? Is he saluting? Is this the Air Force One? Emmanuel Bagura? Is this Liberia on the Air Force One yet? Who President Boakai saluting? The door of the plane second even open good. I don't know who been doing this to the puppy, but I keep it for the more. You got that. I mean, what kind of plane y'all stop the old man in? The plane ain't even open good. The puppy can't even stand. To be frank, folks, who would do this kind of thing? Even a puppy borrowing plane. Can you? Even somebody donating plane, even a B Mountain plane or whoever plane it is, right? Imagine President Boakai coming for him. The public waving to who? Who are you waving to? You can't even stand good. Like keep it for the mom. I'm thinking, I cannot bring a trouble to me. Oh. But people say they won't see the picture again. Like keep it for the mom. But what? So the two guys that are standing around that two-step plane. Are they the special Secret Service agent? Wow, look at the two guys that are standing.
You love that, sir? You guys the one in the khaki on the left. You guys on the left.
Emmanuel, look at the two Secret Service agents standing by Joseph. Waiting for Papa. Only two step, you on 2 step, the Papa so take. Then you on the ground. But you know what? Let's keep it for tomorrow. It will be important tomorrow. Yeah, I just need to ask you, what's this? I see this going around. Yeah, what's this? What's that? Yeah, what's that?
I got a video for the pool.
Oh no! You must say no. You must say I'm talking about pool. No. You must say I'm talking about pool, please. My man and my sister, I don't talk that toy around her. I'm my blood sister there. All right. But anyway, again, let's do the closing. Let's come to you, Dr. Richardson. Now, Richardson, but let me go back to the picture, right? A lot of people talking about this picture today. I saw it on Facebook. They're playing with cricket. It's going back. Oh, what happened? Look at it. They got what that truck that can bring the long walk. How you call it? Walk thing, Emmanuel? The one they can pull by the plane for the president to come down the stairs. How you call it?
The jet bridge.
That is the jet bridge, right? So that president bring on a jet bridge there.
Even to the presidential seal on the
picture. You got trouble.
Wait. I beg you. Wait, but leave Winfrey alone. So that president brought on the jet bridge there. You guys are so bad. You leave the old man alone. So that President Baga on the jet bridge there. And who put President Baga Liberia Air Force One? Who did this to the old man? How you got me? Dr. Richardson, why CMC doing this kind of thing to President Baga?
I think we should just keep it for tomorrow. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, let's keep it for tomorrow.
But nevertheless, it was a great show. We started off promoting Billy D's venture to bring the Lone Star to Minnesota. I believe that it was going to be a great festive activity for a lot of Liberians to support. So start going online and getting your tickets. I understand Liberian food will be there. The money proceeds, part of the proceeds will go to help support Liberia and the Lone Star. So I think it's a good venture. Ability is really taking a lot of financial hit in terms of supporting our country. Is doing it all because of love of country, similar to what we do here. We'll come and spend hours and hours talking about Liberia. I Miss Bridget had a lot of food for thought today. Many things, feedback was given to her when she's interacting with Liberian society. We are an interesting group of people. Many know by now, and I wish her well. I would urge Liberians to support her, have a seat at the table. And Stinta, I think you said something brilliantly tonight. It's similar to what I think. It's what she's done here. Ask her, what have you done for the people that live in Maryland, in those 5 counties that she named? Have she helped them to get health care? She talked about supporting the nurses in that area. She's talked about the sisterly relationship that the state of Maryland is going to have with Liberia. So there's so many things that she can really talk about and stay away from, some of the interesting things that happen in our country. Overall, it was a good show. Tomorrow, I think it's a good call. We'll save a lot of interesting things happen in our country. It's not a dull moment in Liberia, right? So we'll save some for tomorrow. But anyway, it was a great show. Thank you, and I'm happy that I was here today.
Thank you very much. It's good seeing you. So, Kev, you and Wilfred, who will go first?
Let me go first, man.
I will go first.
Wilfred, my man, let me go first, man. Then you do your rebuttal.
If you go first, I'll bombard you.
Yeah. I like where you bombard me. The only thing I would say, Pastor Dr. Richardson, your Siri is getting thicker and thicker. You know, but uh, let me say this, right? Wherefore
So
you can.
you say that Richardson is not a Liberian? Yeah, I mean, we've been saying that. Is that why
No,
you
no, no,
say
he
that?
didn't say so. He didn't say so.
No, no, the why you portraying it, okay?
No, no,
He's
no, he
saying
didn't say
that
so.
you gotta understand what he's saying. Your
No, no,
Siri
he
is
didn't say
getting
so.
thicker and thicker.
He
I
didn't say
mean,
so.
people hold Dr. Richard saying that she's American. You know, she came here at an early age. She knows nothing about Liberia, and the man is confirming that. You know.
That's not what I said. No, that's not what I'm
Thank you. Please correct yourself because I said that line there, but
That's not
correct
what
yourself.
I'm saying. I'm just saying that because of profession, she talking to a lot of people, so you're getting thicker and thicker. So when when I hear her, all I'm saying, listening to her series is getting stronger and stronger.
You mean wake up and grow up in
I'm
my
telling
sleep?
you, no, your series is strong.
Wake up and grow up when I see you and bow.
With her acting series.
Dr. Richardson, you want to join CAF? I don't speak serious,
But
though.
when I see you, baby,
I'm not an American.
No, with her on series, the acting series, man, the acting series, acting. now, that, but
I don't speak serious. I'm not an American.
okay, tending to be. But let me say this. One of the things that I posted today, right, about President Buckeye, right, is a smooth operator, smooth criminal. How can it is something young man fool the Liberian people, bamboozle the Liberian people? You know, I look at two gentlemen on this platform, which I have huge respect for, and I think they love their country, which is Stanton and Yeke. I believe they love their country so much, and everything they did against us, it was the bitterness of which they stand for. But how can they say it? What prompted them to believe this old man? It baffles me because they are intelligent people. It baffles me. This old man promised them, it promised these two gentlemen a better Liberia. He said, I will use wheelbarrow to go to work. And now his own hometown, he using um, a private plane. How, why we fall for that? I keep asking this question. I asked Stanton this question. I never asked Yeke this question, but I asked a couple of folks this question. I'm still waiting for the answer. Why? How can Joseph Buckeye, it is something young man, fool smart people? Then I said to myself, guys, I said to myself and say, those guys are not dummy. They wanted the best for Liberia, so they follow because we are culture, we are people with culture, and we believe that if you are older person, you don't lie. But what we have now, we have one of the most con men in our society, which is Joseph Imamboka. He's so con, he's a conny and he's a con man and he doing it. Imagine this is a man that came on this platform and said, I will not ride private jet. He said that. People believe it. How can we, as a Liberian, and watch a history of a con man ruling this country? How can it is something a man con us to power? Why? How can we stop that? Then I say to myself, 2029 is coming. The Liberian people are smart, intelligent people, con men to continue this. For example, he went to
Thank
Foya.
you, Kev.
30 seconds. Stand. He went to Foya. He said Thomas Fala is the most criminal in history. Just like Imam Bakar said that in Foya. Then he turned around and gave a man a party to run to his re-election in 2029. How can we reconcile that? We are in trouble. Thank God to Stanton and Yeke Koluba, which these two guys put country first. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kev. If I may, please, just 1 second.
Oh, no, Stanton. Stop, man.
Let me ask question.
No, stop. No, Stanton, let the next person go, man.
No, I'm going to Wayfra. I'm talking to Wayfra, not you.
No.
I'm not asking a question.
No, don't ask no question.
Kev, you're not a moderator of the show. Good night.
You know what? Let me say this to you.
Oh, Stanton, stop.
Wayfra.
Yes, Stanton, go ahead.
I can't behave as if to say everybody just not forget overnight. We can get mad with Waka, right?
No, but Stanton, stop, man. Stanton, let me talk.
So I didn't say anything?
No, you just
are you afraid of Stanton? Are you afraid of Stanton? You
No,
afraid?
that's your time, Wayfra.
Hey, your time. Don't go into the bedtime. Yeah, man.
Please go ahead.
The how do we? They can't call my name. I gotta respond.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Stanton, let me talk.
That's the judge. Can I ask a question? How we sat down for old men to fool us? That kept question.
No, but Stanton, leave it now.
Where I must answer Kev.
Go tomorrow.
Tomorrow you answer me tomorrow. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Man. All right, my man.
Go ahead. Go ahead. They got them back.
The guys were always back because the arguments that kept tend to bring forward on this show is becoming so redundant, if not monotonous. You will keep repeating old rhetoric sounding like a broken record. You know, Julius Malema had an interview one day. He said, if you keep asking those silly questions, you appear like a scratch dicks. You're sounding out like a scratch dicks. He said that. What that means is that the Liberian people made a decision in 2023. And the elected President Boakai on certain promises he made to them, which he is fulfilling. Is it where we really want to be now? No, but are we on track to get there? Yes, we are on track to get there. We have 3.5 more years to deliver this. This is going to be massive. You should begin to think about what new critique you will have in 2029, because I bet you most of the things that you keep repeating that is now making you to sound like a broken record will become so obsolete and so wooden that you wouldn't even want to talk about them anymore. So I can assure you, Kev, that nation building is a process, and that process is on. The president is not a perfect president. The government is not a perfect government. But the government means well for the people, and the government is working to deliver that change. And all the promises that were made, those promises will be delivered before the election. In 2029, the re-election of the president, if he were running, is going to be easier than even in 2023. So get a life, take a break, take a step back, relax yourself. The time will come for the debate. We are going to go into that, but Stanton, if you don't mind, I will have to go and talk law into bed. So please let me leave now. Let me hand over controls to you.
I know how it is, my brother.
Thank
I
you.
know how it is. Levi always come around. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. But before you go away from it, I beg you, I must answer to something Kev said. I know this happened, man.
No, tomorrow.
I'm not going to answer it directly.
No, tomorrow, please.
But I just want to leave something in the minds of the Liberian people, right? So Kev asked the question, why we sat here, Dr. Richardson, and allowed the old man to fool us? That's what Craig said. But I will ask a question, as answering Kev question. Why we sat there for 6 years and allow a young man to fool us? And I beg, I leave that with you, Wilfred Bangura. I leave that with everybody that listens to us, right? Why we sat for 6 years and allow a young man to fool us? So what's the moral equivalent here? We'll continue tomorrow. It's good seeing you, brother Bangura. Emmanuel Josh, please take us home.
Before man, quick comment, man. Your cousin Alex Mosa should tell you hello.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
It's in that family show.
Yeah.
We are with their personal relationship.
Good. Yeah, good evening, and thank you all for allowing us to be a part of your living rooms this evening or your driving experience. We want to thank you for listening to us on Facebook, YouTube, the radio stations and television station in Liberia. Thank you, Stanton, Dr. Richardson, Kev, Hassan Yeke, Billy D, Bengura was here, and Asido for being a part of this conversation. I think it's a great thing that we're bringing the Lone Star of Liberia to Minnesota, and I hope that Liberians all around the U.S. will be able to start purchasing the tickets for $85 to support this initiative. But I would also like to advise the LFA to making this program marketable by putting merchandise out there that we can purchase as Liberians so that we can attend this program, this function. Hopefully they will do that. They have 60 days to go, and then there'll be improvement in the marketing. But I want to encourage all Liberians in Minnesota and around the U.S. to please be a part of this history-making program. I think the initiative of Mr. Rashid is great. I think those who wants to support can support that initiative. It helps a lot of people who don't have time and energy to do paperwork, to have someone that they could give it to they could relate to help them complete the paperwork. Our conversation with Wala was great. I think she's very intelligent. I disagree with the aftermath of all this Liberian diaspora conference and diaspora meetings they have. These meetings take place. We have great conversation. There's a lot of great things that go on, but after the meetings, the doors are closed and everything is over. The next thing you get is thank you letter and to take survey, but you don't have anything actually going on, moving things forward. So there where I disagree with all these functions we have and having these beautiful conferences and nothing happen afterwards. And I want to encourage Liberians. I mean, so long someone is of Liberian origin and they are running for an office, I think we all should rally around them and support them so that we can have representation in the room. There's a popular saying that if you are not on part or you are not on the table, you will be on the menu. So it's always good to have a seat at the table. And I look forward to Liberians who are within her area to support her, go out there on the day of primaries and support her so that we can have a sister representing our interests in Washington, D.C. I think this may be the first Liberian that is running for Congress. I may be wrong. Others can correct me. I think this is the very first Liberian running for Congress. And definitely we should support her so that we can make history that within our lifetime, we were able to support a Liberian to Congress. The same thing goes for Wayfair Russell in Minnesota and all other Liberians who are running for elected position, the other Liberian in Philadelphia too. Let us go out there and support our own. One thing I learned a long time ago when I lived with Nigerians, when they are in Nigeria, they are separated. But once that plane gets 50,000 feet in the air, everybody becomes brother and sister. So hopefully we will be able to do that as Liberians. Thank you all for a wonderful night. Look forward to this conversation tomorrow. Good night. And I'm wearing our team jacket today. So hope you are wearing yours too as we celebrate tomorrow.
Tomorrow we want to say a special one for our sister Ellen L. Johnson. Tomorrow she celebrates her birthday. Emmanuel Joe, you know who she is. Spawn Talk constant follower. Again, I'm looking for picture. I hope she can send me a picture to put up tomorrow. We're going to celebrate Ellen L. Johnson birthday. And tomorrow is the birthday of my sister-in-law, Derb Mobile. We're going to celebrate her too tomorrow, the 24th of May. a wonderful, wonderful lady. We celebrate her birthday tomorrow. Ellen, we say happy pre-birthday to you, and to Delmova, happy pre-birthday to you. We celebrate you guys tomorrow here on the show. I want to say to you, Dr. Richardson, you've been too cool, too collective today. Thank you very much. And our greetings to Mr. Abraham Richardson, the little man, the little woman, and all of the children. Yeah, the baby is crying. I know she's crying like hell. We want to say yes, Dr. Richardson. Thank you. Emmanuel George, to you, we say thank you, man. Your addition is great. We appreciate you. To you, Yeke, Representative Koluba, thank you for joining us. Kafiko, Atme Hassan, thank you. Alan, we need your picture. We need your number. If you don't want to give it to me, give it to your friend, Emmanuel Josh, your new friend, by the way. You should share your picture and your number with him, and we will celebrate you tomorrow. So I want to say to all of you, thank you as always for following the spoon. Till we meet again, may God bless you, may God thank you, and may God be with you. Have a wonderful evening, wherever you're joining us from. Good night from our end. Nelson, are you still with us? You can come on now. Kev, I know you got nothing to say. You will not answer my question. That's okay. I'll leave it with tomorrow.
My man, enjoy your stay, my man. You in Dubai or in Ghana?
You get a citizen of Dubai and all.
You know, people think.
Am I okay? Can you hearing me now?
Yeah.
I just got in Ghana because Monday will be my twin birthday. We'll be celebrating a birthday to their school, so I have to be here.
People think that
That's a common now.
You a suffer. They ain't know that. Anyway, we can talk all. Let's leave it.
Yeah, but you want to talk it? Let's talk it. Oh, because you guys, I know you guys are mad, but I think it's a good thing.
Will never suffer. But you know what people don't understand? He can be planning before he become representative. He been planning long. That people don't know. You can be having a good life before. So
Nelson, you coming on, you going with
you're not rich.
Coming. But Nelson, so Nelson, Nelson I bad picking up. Nelson saying that he doesn't want you to come back because he's an incoming. You're going to run for that seat. So we call him incoming.
Nelson, you get my support. Yeah, but you need to send me Sunday morning. I'm twin birthday. Incoming.
The man really had you guys say incoming.
Nothing you can make it incoming.
The man really had you guys say incoming. But nothing
the day you make the attempt, you will not sleep. At the time you will know what it means to be incoming.
I know all the I mean all your folks wanted to come up, but the internet mess you guys up though. But I'm done. Yeah. Thank you very much. And have a good night.
Yeah, but Central folks from Lofa, I don't know if you know, they've been reaching out. The Loma people from Lofa, they disenchanted.
But Yeke will bring their own. I don't know that Yeke got to bring their own.
Yeah. I will get them to come on.
Are you bringing them tomorrow?
I will get them to come on.
All right, bring them tomorrow.
Yeah, I will get them to come on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bring them tomorrow. Thank you very much, Yeke. It's good seeing you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Kev. As always. That's it. I'm waiting for Josh Wheeler. I'm waiting for what's the other guy name? What's his name? All your guys know, man. Emmy, I'm waiting for Emmy. I'm waiting for Mobile, but now I probably will do it next week. By God's grace, and I hope the weather is better. But thank you very much for holding it down, man. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too.
Okay.
Well, folks, thanks for being here tonight. It's been a good show. We appreciate you for your contribution. The invitation is yours to join us tomorrow for another edition of the program, and we can assure you that it's going to be a good show tomorrow. Until then, Spoon Talk is taking this regular weekend break to be back on Monday. Tomorrow will be one-on-one with the CEO. A very engaging show that you don't want to miss. So you can make up time to join us. Until then, I want to say thanks to all of you. Philip Bala, thank you for being here. Abu Sakor, thanks as well. Vic Merch, we appreciate you. Pascal, thanks for being on tonight. I see Roosevelt Cheer, thank you for being on tonight. I see Patrick Kennedy. Thanks to all of you. Per Kimball, thanks for being on tonight. We look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Until then, I'm Nelson Collier. Have a good night and bye for now.
You want to get a news update, right? Don't just